Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Happy Pokemon Day. Thanks so much for joining the stream and the watch along for the presents later on, starting in about 3 hours time. Dennis, how are you doing? Rich, great to see you. KZ, how are you today? So excited. Me too. Cannot wait for the presents later on. Deadly Cupid, good to see you. Conrad, how are we? Hope you're well. Gareth, Pedro, DDDDD033, how are we doing today? Blood Ryan, how are we doing? Chris, great to see you, my friend. I hope you are well. Excited for today. Looking forward to some good drops and all that good jazz. Hopefully the levels and everything are all right. If the music's too loud or anything like that, let me know. We've got this drone show going on just in the background now while we wait to kick us off this morning, which has been done over in Japan to celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So we'll just have that on in the background while we jump into things, get ourselves settled in, buckled up and ready to start later today. Wind and waves, please be good. Hopefully we get Gen 10 announced today. I'm pretty confident that we will. We've got a bingo card as well, so the bingo card is ready to fill in. So you guys can help me with that, and we can take some time to do that later on this morning before everything starts. But I hope you're all well, and yeah, excited to celebrate Pokemon today. Of course, Fire Red and Leaf Green drops today as well, which is amazing. I cannot wait to jump into that. So I don't really have an exact plan to stream that today. We might just straight after the presents jump into play and start playing that, or I might take a quick break and then come back a bit later on today. And but we'll definitely be doing Fire Red Leaf Green content at some point today. I cannot wait to jump into those games, and it's been such a tease. The preloads have been here since like Monday, so it's like just teasing that we could play it, and we've got all this time to wait, but there is not long now until it goes live. Rich, going good, mate. Battle Bond confirmed. Can you imagine, mate? I'm just excited for Champions. I think hopefully we get a date today, and hopefully it's not too far in the future. I'm really hoping that it's a March launch, but it kind of conflicts with PoPia, right? PoPia comes out on the 5th. I don't know if they're going to want to drop Champions around the same sort of time to take like limelight away from PoPia, although I don't think it will, but I think Champions is going to be huge, right? So I feel like it's going to take up a lot of attention whenever it drops. Would he be picking Squirtle starter? Catherine, I don't know. I think I'm going to pick Charmander. And I really want to shiny hunt it. I've never shiny hunt the starters in Fire Red Leaf Green, and that was my thought, to maybe do a shiny badge quest for Fire Red and Leaf Green. So if you guys are down for that, we could maybe start that journey today. But I'm also in the mind that I kind of just want to play the games as well. So I haven't made an exact plan. We'll see how things play out today. But I think if I was to shiny hunt, probably Charmander. Although I have 2 copies, so we could dual hunt. We could dual hunt Charmander, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur. We could mix it up. How many new Pokemon games will we see? I think we'll get at least one surprise that we just haven't had any whispers about, any rumors, any leaks. I think there'll be something today that will take us all by surprise. That's my personal feeling on it. What it is, I have no idea, but I do feel like they'd be making more room in this presents, like with the Fire Red Leaf Green. Like that would be a perfect thing to just include in there, right? And just like everyone would have went nuts if that was announced in the presents. So for them to announce it a week earlier, it definitely feels like they're just freeing up room for something else. And with it being 25 minutes long, yeah, I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna eat good today, chat. I do. It's definitely gonna be an interesting. It definitely is, Pedro, for sure. Liam, how are you doing? I pre-ordered Fire Red Switch port. It starts 3 a.m. I know. I can't come soon enough. It cannot come soon enough. I'm so excited to jump into these games. Aaron, how are you doing today? Hope you're well. Liam, great to see you as well, my friend. Hope you're both having a great day. Rich, yeah, enjoyed the chat with you. Scott and Costa. Champions needs establishing soon so people can adapt for competitive worlds. I know we can't, and I think they need to release it in time to be able to trial it at regionals. Like I would love to see it NAIC. That's a big IC left this season, so I feel like Champions there, it's like the perfect place to like really show the world what it's about. And I think as tournament organizers and all the broadcast stuff goes, I think it would be great if they had like a run of regionals in Europe and the US before NAIC. Like, you don't want to be jumping into your biggest event of the year on a new platform and then kind of ironing out the kinks there. I think they need to, I'm sure they've got a plan. I have no idea. I do not have any in the know information, unfortunately. It would be great if I did, because I would be probably that little bit more excited. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it drops soon. April would be fine, but I think a March release would be ideal. I don't think it's going to shadow drop today. I really can't see them shadow dropping it today. I mean, I would take it. I would take it all day, but I don't think that's going to happen. Glad to see the podcast back. Thank you, Victini Blast. I hope you're well this morning. It's great to have Costa on board as well. He's full of energy, and he's just a great person to have, like, just get his insights. And I think it adds so much more dynamic to the podcast. So looking forward to kind of getting that off the ground again, running and see where it goes. And we've got some cool stuff planned and lined up for it. So it's exciting going forward with it. Uncle Duck, how are we this morning? Good morning to you. Hope you're well. And Iris, how are you doing? Hi, my name is Gabby, and what is your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is, I've got him sitting right here, my good old buddy Tyranitar. Always my favorite. I do have a lot of favorite Pokemon, but I would always say that Tyranitar probably sits at the top of the tree. Should we just put this back to the firework display, because I feel like that was nice when we're just easing into the stream this morning, and we can have it all going on while we chat and catch up. Doing Blaziken raids to pass the time, Uncle Duck. How's it going? What build are you using for the raids? It's nice to have the starters back. I worry though with the raids is the Swampert one, which was on the overlay, the thumbnail for the promotion for these raid events for the starters. The last one was Swampert on that overlay. Now I know it's kind of hard to fit every single starter into a thumbnail, and maybe they just picked the first 3 generations as the promotional ones, but I hope they don't just stop at Swampert. There's so many people that haven't got Cinderace. I hope they kind of continue them for the people that haven't managed to pick them up yet. So we'll see. Charmander, Squirtle, or Blastoise? I think I'm going Charmander. If I was to give you an answer right now, it might change when we come to play it. But what about yourself? Which one of the 3 starters in Fire Red Leaf Green are you going to go for, Jangle? And Michael, how are we doing this morning? Cannot wait for today. I know. It's not even that long, really, when you think about it. This two and a bit hours, 3 hours of flyby was my favorite Pokemon game. Wow. My favorite Pokemon game. I would probably say it's a bit of a cop-out, because it's probably a common answer. Hot Gold, Soul Silver, probably my favorites. I'd say Legends Arceus is definitely up there. I love Legends Arceus, just the vibe of that game. It's such a, I just think the overall game, and you can really immerse yourself in it. The music's great. The being in the past, it's very basic. I just like that game a lot. But probably Hot Gold, Soul Silver. I'd say that would be one I would like go nuts for if it ported to the Switch. I mean, Fire Red Leaf Green is absolutely amazing, and I do think as well that we'll probably get Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald as well. And they could announce that today as well. They could announce that today, because I just feel it's weird having Fire Red and Leaf Green. You can't complete the national decks on that game without the other games. So it just feels like, I don't know if they would do that. I feel like they would be like, okay, well, we need to allow people to be able to finish the national decks on this game, because you just physically can't complete it otherwise. So let's announce these and then announce Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald coming in at a later date. That would be my thoughts on it, but we'll see. Aurora Swift, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. And if you're joining us on the stream today, watch along. I hope you enjoy it and you're having a great Pokemon day so far. Cujo, how are you doing? My name is Liam and I'm new to the channel. Great to have you here, Liam. So I'm curious as to what everyone's favorite region is. Ooh, that is a tough one. You know, I love Sinnoh. I think Sinnoh's probably going back to Legends Arceus as well. Sinnoh probably would be my favorite region. I don't know what it is about Sinnoh. I don't know whether it was because like I came back to Pokemon in Gen 4 and Diamond and Pearl were just, yeah. But there's so many, right? Kanto as well. I would never get tired of playing Kanto, and Kanto gets a bad rep because I feel like we've had so many red and blue remakes, right? But I never ever get tired of playing through like the original games, Red, Blue, Yellow, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I don't know if I ever would get tired, you know. Some games, replaying them, I feel like it's a bit of a chore halfway through, but I just never get that feeling with the originals. So I'd say it's between Sinnoh and Kanto. And I'd love a Legends Kanto game. I just don't know what they would do. There just doesn't seem as much like deep lore in Kanto like there does in other places. Like, I guess we've had the Sinnoh one, right? But, you know, Unova. And, well, Paldea even would be a good one to go back to. But there's so many, right? So yes, the presents, it will be going 2 p.m. UK time. We've got the timer on the overlay there so we can see exactly how many, down to the second, when it will be going live. So yeah, Aurora, I'm a Unova person. Oh, could you imagine if they announce Black and White remakes today? That would be nuts. And you know, it wouldn't even be out of the realms of possibility, because if you look back like 2 years ago, there was so many rumors, so many leaks about a Black and White remake, and like nothing came of it. And I always think there's no smoke without fire. So I do think there was something to those rumors at the time. So whether it was put on the bank burner, I don't know. But it'd be kind of hard to see a Black and White remake launched in the same year if we're getting Generation 10 as well. I think that probably won't happen, but you never know. You never know, do you? It's the 30th anniversary. They want to go big or go home, right? Pokemon Legends Mew, that would be wild. Yeah, and something about, I think, like the Kanto birds you could do as well, the origins of those, and there could be like a new legendary that we just don't know about. I guess they could add stuff in. Black and White remakes would be insane, Chris. That would be so good. I would love Gen 1 remake, but with the modern benefits of XP share lot. Yeah, I mean, when you jump in, if you're playing Fire Red and Leaf Green when it drops, there is a definite like a level curve compared to like the modern games, which they've just made it so much simpler, where everything levels up very easy, whereas you have to have that dedicated training time throughout your playthrough to make sure that everything stays around a good level, so you can kind of tackle the trainers that you're coming up against. I wonder if we'll be able to get Mystery Gift Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm really hoping, Brandon, I'm hoping that they've just slotted those in so we get the Lugia Ho-Oh and we get the Deoxys, because I just worry that they don't. I just worry that they haven't, but I really hope they have a situation like they did with Crystal, and I hope we're not just pinning all our hopes like we did with that Crystal version on the eShop for the 3DS, and then the Celebi being in that, and just saying, well, they did it with that, so they're going to do it with this. I don't know if they will, but it would be amazing if they do, because the fact is everything can be shiny hunting in these games as well. Charlie is playing through blue version, and you're the rival. No way. That's awesome. I saw he was playing through the originals, like doing a completionist thing. I think that's so cool, especially now. It's like the perfect time for it. So that is awesome. So I think you should voice act your parts. I would be definitely down to do some Blue or Garryok voice acting. If you do Black and White remakes, they better not make it like BDSP. I think they learned a lot from BDSP. Although I like BDSP. I know it gets a bad rap, so don't hate on me for liking those games, but it's just because I love Sinnoh so much, and I could again play through those. Although I can never really, I've tried to start a shiny only run in those games many times, and I just don't have the patience. I don't know what it is about getting a shiny starter in those games. It's weird. I could sit for hours in Heart Gold and Soul Silver on like the old odds, you know, 1/8000, and happily grind there, reset there, and have no problem. But something BDSP, I mean, I did the legendaries from that game, Pal Park, and that was enough. I think that was enough. And I've still got Arceus to hunt and Shaman, but I've got something special coming up on the channel, hopefully in the next couple of months, in regards to Shaman. So it should be a good video. Got a stream deck preloaded with emulators for Fire Red and Leaf Green and Hot Gold Soul Silver. Yes, I love it. Under 3 hours to go. I just want to know how many hours until it starts, because it says 6:30 a.m. Is it really 9 a.m.? Just want to make sure it is. So we've got the time on the screen right now. That countdown that is going is correct. So it will be going live in 2 hours, 44 minutes and 34 seconds. So there we go. So just to give you guys an idea of when the presents will begin, it will be starting in that. So you've got a bit of time. We've got a bit of time. We've got a bingo card. I don't want to jump in and do the bingo card too early though, because I feel like we do that, we've not got much else to do. So we'll wait maybe half an hour and we'll get into the bingo card. Do we think will release at some point? Ruby Sapphire Emerald will release some point later this year. I do. I think Courageous. I think they have to release those games. I just feel it's weird if they just release Fire Red and Leaf Green and you can't like complete the whole thing. That would be my only hang up on it. I just feel like they wouldn't do that. So I feel like we will get the other ones. And it's a bit of a stretch, like I'm basing this on, but I do think we'll get them. Always wanted to play green version. Gonna pick Bulbasaur, of course. I know that's my problem. I want to, if I do a shiny hunt for the starters, I want a shiny hunt Charmander. But I also feel like if I'm playing Leaf Green, I should pick Bulbasaur. It was the original starter that I began with. I always went with Bulbasaur. So I feel like I should stay true to that as well. So I've got a bit of a conflict on. Starchild Luke, how are we doing, mate? I hope you're well. Great to see you, man. Happy Pokemon Day. Hope you're doing well. What Pokemon will they show us? I think if they reveal Gen 10, which is pretty likely, I think we'll get the starter Pokemon. We'll either get the starters or get the legendaries. But I would imagine it'll be the starters. That's the normal track that they normally go down. So 2 hours, 45 minutes. Your time. Yes, that is correct. Where do we find the premiere? Because someone has it up on a live. I don't know if it's up yet. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure. This is the official Pokemon channel, which it will be, and I would imagine it'll be a live stream. So they'll not. Nah, it's not. They've got nothing up yet. No. So just Seattle Regionals, which is this weekend. Nah, they've not got anything up yet. So as soon as they do, though, I will let you guys know. It'll be on the official Pokemon site. Hoping for shiny, legendary, mythical, mystery gifts. I'm pleased you've mentioned that, because there is a small part of me, and for the life of me, I had a conversation when I was at EUIC, and someone mentioned it. Like, we were just discussing, as you do, things you would like to see on Pokemon Day, and someone mentioned, because of how the Miraidon and Koraidon mystery gift event kind of was a bit of a mess, right? Where not everyone got access to that mystery gift. There is the possibility that we could maybe see them say, because of that, I don't think they'll be like, because of the mess, I just think they'll be like, now in Scarlet and Violet, to celebrate the end of this generation, we are doing a mystery gift event for shiny Koraidon, shiny Miraidon, so everyone has access to it. Now that would be really cool. If they do some other legendaries, I don't know, they might do something like Terapagos, they might do Orgapon, so they would be kind of cool as well. But I feel like shiny Koraidon and Miraidon would be a great way to finish Scarlet and Violet if they did a mystery gift for that, and then everyone could get it, even though like it was such a problem the first time around. Do you think they will shadow drop Champions? Kev, I don't. I would love them to, but I don't have confidence that they're going to shadow drop it today. I feel like the release cycle still, I feel like the release cycle has not done its thing yet. I feel like we haven't had the review trailers from content creators, from reviewers. They will get a chance to go and play these games and do their own reviews. I still think we've got that to come. So on that basis, like, I would say probably not, but I can't say for definite that they're not going to. So who knows? I would love them to drop it today, but I just cannot see it happening. I do think we're going to release date for it though today. We didn't get the event in the UK. Yeah, good point. Yeah, so like all of the regions that didn't get that event, that mystery gift event for Crydon and Miraidon, they could today. And it would be such an easy win for them to do, I think. So, fingers crossed we get something like that on Scarlet and Violet. I think we will get something Scarlet and Violet related today. We'll also get something Legends EA related, I'm pretty sure. Today feels like a good day for that last piece of the ZA puzzle. Yeah, Mike, I agree. That's what I think we'll get. Banjo, I'm not going on Twitter, other platforms until the event leaks are done. Yeah, we'll not be talking about any leaks on here in the run up to it or anything like that. And you know, I've stayed pretty spoiler free coming into this. Although spoiler free, I don't know like how much truth there is to any of the leaks, right? You don't know. And I've just stated I have no idea what the majority of leaks have been. I've been kind of staying away from them. I want to come into this as fresh as possible. 2 hours 4 minutes too early. 40 minutes, yeah, it is. Yeah, we still got a bit of time, but it's going to be fun in the lead up to it. We've got loads to discuss, and we can fill in the bingo card in a minute, and you guys can help me do that. ZA home update today. Now that could happen. That would be wild. I would love that. I've finished my shiny living decks in Pokemon Legends EA. I've got a few missing, like Hisuian Avalugg. I've got the original Avalugg shiny, so I need to get the Hisuian one. I just cannot find the special scan. It's driving me absolutely crazy. I keep dipping in and doing like the research points and then getting the new one, and it's like, yeah, it's never the one that I want. And the amount of times when I was grinding for the legendaries where I'd get the Baxcalibur, the ice one, and I just reset over it looking for the legendary, and I think, oh, I wish I'd just taken the time then to go in and get his shiny Hisuian Avalugg. But so there's that, and then there is the 3 alternative form Florges that I need, and then it's all done. So it'd be nice to be able to port that all in to home and get it ready for Champions or whatever is in the future. Wait, it's still over 2 hours away. I thought it was 6 or 7 a.m. I think it'll be Ice Finna. I believe if it's around 6 or 7 your time now, yeah, it'll be around 9 a.m. your time. But that might be different. But yeah, it's about 2.5 hours out from now. Shiny Mega Zeraora, that would be wild if they did that again. That would be cool, because there's so many new players, right, that never played Sword and Shield, never had the chance to take part in that mystery gift event, right? So that would be a great one. Scotto, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. And we've got Barcelona. Okay, for everyone that doesn't know, I'm a huge Newcastle United fan, and today, right now, was the Champions League draw for the last 16. And Newcastle were either going to have Chelsea or Barcelona in the last 16, and confirmed it is Barcelona. I'm pretty happy about that. Honestly, I don't think it matters who we got. I think a lot of people are like, we've got a better chance against Chelsea, but Barcelona aren't playing great at the minute, and I think we're playing better now than we were at the start of the season, when I feel like we could have beat Barcelona. We should have been at least 2 up in the first half. So I think I fancy us against Barca, and going to the new camp will be, or the new camp will be awesome. So feels like a real Champions League. And if we play Chelsea, I think we played Chelsea like 3 games in a row. So we play them in the league. No, we play them Champions League, then in the league, and then the Champions League again. So I don't want to play Chelsea 3 times in a row. No offense to anyone that's a Chelsea fan, but you wouldn't want to play Newcastle 3 times in a row either. So we share the sentiment. I'm the same with Rotom ZA. I haven't got it in like 50 scans. It's so frustrating, Mike. And Anubis dropped something this morning about special scans and it having like a sympathy filter in it. So if you don't get, I'm gonna look into it, because I feel like there has to be a way to maybe manipulate those scans if you can. If there's any way, I will try and find out, because it will make everyone's life so much easier. Have to imagine they announce another ZA. Yeah, I think they will. Hot Gold Soul Silver, please. Excited for today. We've got Madrid, then Bayern. Ollie, who's your team? Madrid's tough. Madrid is tough. But I mean, if you get through them, then it's looking good. I mean, buying though. That's a tough run. That's a tough run. Gen 10 today, Pokemon Translucent and Pokemon Transparent, lol. Could you imagine? I don't think it's going to be called Wind and Waves. Everyone says it's going to be Wind and Waves. I don't think it will be. I think we'll get Gen 10. I think it'll have a different name though. If there will be a limited edition console, it will break my... Yes. Aviv, I feel the same as you. I felt that when I bought my Switch 2. I was like, at some point they're going to release an exclusive Pokemon themed Switch 2, and I'm just going to be... I don't want to have to buy a new one. But it will be nice. You know it's going to be good if they do drop one. I mean, the Scarlet and Violet one for the Switch, the OLED one I got when Scarlet and Violet dropped. I don't regret getting that. Like, that's one of my favorite themed consoles that I've got. So I don't know. So much money. Enjoyed base ZA, but the DLC was so grindy for me, I ended up quitting it. It's Kaylee, so many people I speak to have done the same thing with the DLC. It's so weird. Jeremy, thank you so much for the sub. And if you join us, I hope you're having a great start to your day and enjoying Pokemon Day. Tequila Man, as a Spurs fan, we are not getting through this round. Who have you guys got? I need to see the draw. I think there was a possibility of us getting Spurs in the next round. If we got through the top 16, I think in the last 8, there was a chance we got Spurs or Liverpool, I think, were the 2 options. Chris, Chelsea fan here, and yes, agree. Wouldn't want you 3 times in a row. Think you'd have beaten us over the 2 legs, but Barca, a great tie. Yeah, I think we'll beat Barca. Who did you end up getting then, Chris? And it's not for the fact, I don't know, like Chelsea are different beasts in the Champions League. You know, everyone said we'd have a better chance against Chelsea in the Champions League. I don't know. And it's one of those where it could go either way. I think, you know, I feel like we'd have the advantages to James's, but then if things don't go right down at Stamford Bridge, I'm just pleased we're not playing. It's good. Dylan presents will be in 2.5 hours. It goes live. Oh, Chris, you got PSG. Rough. I think you can beat them, though. I do. I think they're beatable. I think we give them as good a game. Well, like, we got done over by the ref in that game, to be fair. I think we should have had the win, but is what it is. We always seem to get that result with, even though the ref changes against them every time, we seem to get done over. Spurs have Atletico Madrid. That's probably one of the easier ties of the round, I would say. Spurs have been playing well in the Champions League. Like, it's a little bit like Newcastle, where our form in the league has been terrible, but the Champions League we've been good. So Sporting have Bodo. Oof. Bodo Glimt. They are some team this year. All I remember Bodo Glimt from the Europa League and Tottenham playing them last year and being like, oh well, Tottenham are through, but then they're just pulling out results. Crazy this year. So it'll be interesting to see how far they can go. Oh, Ketchum, what have we seen? How many Draklock? 1400. Is that what we're shiny hunting at the minute? Spencer, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Someone booked a work meeting at 2, mate. You need to cancel that meeting. TX, Gen 10 is official. No, nothing official. Nothing official. We're hoping to get the official announcement today. Tackle, how are you doing? Manchester United fan here. Really happy for you all. Thank you, my friend. And it looks as though you're on course to get back in the Champions League this season. Happy for you guys getting Carrick in and things turning around. I mean, I'll be happy until we play you in a couple of weeks, and I'll be just, we need to win that to get anywhere close to Europe. But no, you guys are definitely having a bit of a better run at the minute, which is good to see, because it's been pretty tragic the past year or two. Rich, I'd happily play Newcastle 3 times. Of course you would, mate. You're playing us bang in the middle of this Champions League tie. So we got Barca, then we got Sunderland. No, we have Sunderland after. Is it after the first or the second? So we'd have Chelsea in the middle, and then we've got Sunderland, I think. It's one of the ways round, but yeah. So that's not going to be ideal. I think, no, you're after the Champions League game. The final one, I think. Yeah, but it's at St. James's this time around. Bodo versus City final. That would be a wild final, wouldn't it? And they've already beat City this season. Nothing like being 10,300 resets into a 1 in 1,365 Raikou wormhole hunt here. Okay, Lexi, I hope you get lucky soon. Hope it shines for you. Some of those hunts are so like deceivingly not right. I remember the Zekrom that I did. I just felt like my game was broken. I went so over odds with it. And those numbers similar to what you're getting now. So hopefully it shows up. Hopefully today. Today is the day. The drone show is so cool. I would have loved to have been there in person. I remember in Hawaii in Worlds a couple of years ago, and they did a drone show on one of the nights, and it was just insane. It was so cool. I remember like a few of the casters, we went for food, and it started in the distance, and we kind of just stood on this dock and watched it. It was just absolutely crazy. It was so good. Jason, how you doing, mate? Just joined your stream on holiday in Melbourne to watch the live stream. I hope you're having a good time, mate. I hope it's nice and sunny over there for you, mate. You're having a great time, but thanks for hopping in and joining. Melon, how are you doing? Good morning to you. 6 a.m. here, so early. 5 a.m. Wake up. But getting ready, excited, and you'll be primed to get into the rest of the day for Fire Red and Leaf Green when it drops after the presents. Can you play a game meanwhile we wait? I mean, I could. Do you guys want me to jump into ZA or something? That's probably the only one that would be, I guess. I wish I had my 3DSs set up. We could have done some shiny hunting. I tell you what, let's do our bingo card, because we need to do the bingo card today, and you guys can help me with filling it in. How close can we get? I feel like I want to get really close this year with Melon, jump into BDSP, start a shiny starter hunt. Black and white remakes. Okay, that is a great one, because I think for sure it's on the cards and I could see it happening. I think an easy one as well. Champions release date. Why is this bolded and this one's not? I don't get why that's bolded. There is no bold option, so that is confusing me. Champions release, Gen 10 as well. Gen 10 announcement. Okay, Gen 10. We're just going to have Gen 10 so we can have it nice and big. Gen 10. Do we have like new starters? Do you think? Yeah, starters reveal? Kaylee, I like it. Gen 10 starters. I feel like they're separate ones. I mean, we have to get this to get that, but I feel like they might not do the starters. Okay, whatever. What's everyone else saying? Rather Black and White 2 remakes or Black and White 3. How cool would that be? Progression of the story. Legends here and Home. Yeah, Legends. I think ZA Home. Comp. Spell? Can't spell. I cannot spell for the life of me. There we go. All right. Hot Gold Soul Silver. Are we going to put that down? Because I feel like that is a stretch. I mean, I would love that. Nothing more. If they announced that, that would be the wildest thing. There is the chance though, right? I don't know if any of you guys saw, there was I think Nintendo patented a design for like a second screen to be fitted on the Switch 2. I think the patent it came out like last year, late last year. And we've heard like nothing about it, but it would be the perfect thing to have a patent for if you wanted to port DS or 3DS games to the Switch at some point. Imagine if they announced that today. Okay, we're going to do it. Heart Gold, Soul Silver ports. Let's do it. I think we need to do Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald ports as well. We got a lot of squares to fill up, so we got room for them. We can always go back over them. New Megastone. ZA. I'm just going to write it like that for those that don't know which Mega it is. I don't want to spoil it for them. But we'll say new Megastone event in ZA. I think we will get one. Today's a perfect day for it. Additional GBA ports for the Switch. Do you think that Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald kind of fall into that? I mean, if there's others, Colosseum, XD, Gills at all, I feel like that's a real freebie, isn't it? Colosseum and Gales of Darkness XD games dropped. Announced or dropped? What do we think? Announced. No, dates. I think we'll go dates. That kind of covers everything. Sursigate, thank you so much for the sub. And Cooper, thank you as well. Really appreciate it, guys. And if you join the stream, I hope you enjoy it with us today. New Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that's a great one. New Mystery Dungeon. Dungeon game. Yes, I would love to see that. A brand new one for the Switch. Feels like a great time to announce one as well. New Legends ZA DLC, perhaps. Oh, I don't know, Surskate. Do you think we're actually, like, genuinely, do you think there is a possibility that we get one? I would like one. I think, I don't know. I feel like the story's wrapped up and done now. But you never know. You never know. If you get bingo, I would be so. I know. I mean, I think we'd all be like, do you think they're gonna announce more Lego? Pokemon XD, TCG Pocket, TCG Pocket. Pocket. I think a new TCG set as well. G set. They'll definitely announce that. Cafe Remix. This is a freebie. I feel like we can go back over these if we get more. Unite announcement. I think they've already announced the Unite announcement, haven't they? We'll just put in Unite for the time being. We can go back over these. Yeah. Pokemon Go home support for ZA. We've got that one up here. I feel like support is better than compatibility. Support. I wonder if they... I don't know if you guys noticed when they dropped Fire Red and Leaf Green and they had a line in the eShop listing said home compatibility coming soon, and then they quickly removed that. I wonder if they'll talk about that in today's presents. Fire Red, Leaf Green, home support, and whether they were like Dave that put the listing up. They were like, Dave, we told you, this is part of the announcement with the other games, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. We're going to announce home compatibility then. You've just spoiled it for the entire internet. That one line we told you to take out, you've left in. How could you? And Dave's like, sorry, I'll remove it now. That's probably what happened, I reckon. I will be really unhappy if home support for Fire Red, Leaf Green doesn't happen. I think it will. Donald, I feel like we can guarantee it's going to happen. I think that one line, they took it out because it might not be until like summer before they do. But you know, yeah, more PoPia gameplay. I see my good friend Mr. Austin has a copy of it early, so I'm sure they will be enjoying it. I hope they are, and I'm looking forward to jumping in to PoPia. It's going to be a whole new experience. Mew and Deoxys, that would be wild if they announced those legendaries. The new World Champions model starting this year. World's announcement. Do you think they're going to do a World's announcement? They probably will talk about XP, Pokemon XP and Worlds. Pokemon XP and Worlds announcements. I think that's good. I think that is good. More Lego. New Lego sets. Okay. Shiny Hooper. That could happen, you know. If they announce the ZA home support and then they have the home reward for completing the ZA decks. Could be Shiny Hooper. I think Shiny Legendary Mythical event. We'll keep it quite loose. Mystery gifts. Mystery gifts. Pokemon EX Masters. We got that one. Pokemon EX Masters. They're going to do something for that for sure. And Lumpy, how are we doing, mate? Thank you so much for the gifted membership picked up by Mr. Received a gift, Mr. Holbrookie. There we go. Thank you so much, my friend, and I hope you're doing well. And great to see you as always. Just filling out the bingo card. So if you've got any ideas, wishes, hopes, or thoughts on what you might think we'll see today, let me know. We can try and add them in. Any legendary that's only accessed by Pokemon Home or online should have their events in Scarlet and Violet, Shiny Hooper or Volcanion. Should we take this out and then just put Shiny Hooper and Volcanion? All our eggs are in one basket there. Or should I leave it loosely where we could tick it off as a shiny, legendary, mythical, mystery gift event? Something about Pokemon Adventures manga. That would be kind of cool. Be kind of fitting as well for the 30th anniversary, wouldn't it? Ho-Oh and Lugia were also Sevi Island. They were. So we got Ho-Oh, Lugia, Deoxys. They're the 3 mystery gift events that we could get in Fire Red Leaf Green. I think that's a good one to put in. Fire Red Leaf Green. Legendary mystery gifts. Because they could announce that. They could definitely announce that. Is everyone sick of the fireworks or the drone show? I keep calling it fireworks. But if you're not, I'll just keep replaying it over and over. They seem nice to have on in the background. Celebi would be better. Celebi would be wild. MXO direct starts in 2 hours 18 minutes. There is a timer on the overlay just below us over here. Bradley, thank you so much for the super chat. Black and White 3. Should we put it on? We've got Black and White remakes. Black and White 3 would be wild. Because the remakes are one thing, but a sequel would be an absolutely wild one. Blissey spots and new mass outbreaks in Scarlet and Violet. No, Scott, I refuse to put that down. I refuse to. We can't have any more mass outbreak events in Scarlet. I mean, they might do, right? That's not out of the realms of possibility. It's not. New evolution. That's a good one. Pokemon Crystal remake. Don't. We put it on everywhere. Evolution. We're gonna do it. I wonder what... It would just be the dragon one though, right? I feel like I've spelled that wrong as well. I definitely have. I think it wants me just to spell it with 1. And even then... There we go. We'll get it. We'll get it. Evolution. Ultra Beasts coming to either Scarlet and Violet or ZA. That would be... See, that would make a really... Mr. Holbrookie, that would make a really cool, like, second DLC for ZA. The Ultra Beast invasion. Through the Mega Dimension portals. That would be cool. New spin-off game. Yeah, I think we're going to get... Yeah, a new spin-off is actually a good one. Because I feel like we will get... there will be a surprise in here. There will be a surprise for sure. There'll be something that no one sees coming, and I feel like it'll be pretty big, and the spin-off game covers that. So Pokemon Dash 2 PoPia demo, that would be nice if you got a demo. I think that was the thing from watching the treehouse, the back end of it. Like, everyone just wanted a demo to play. I mean, I'm included in that. It'd be nice if we did get one. Because they had it at EUIC, but I just never had the time to even get out, to go over to where they had it set up to try it out. The live starts in 2 hours, 16 minutes. Gen 10 anime stuff. Anime would make sense as well. Got that there. We don't need that. So is there anything we want to go over, take out? I feel like the Cafe Remake stuff, the Unite stuff. The Unite's already announced stuff. We haven't even got any Pokemon Go in here. What else could we... Look, 2 p.m. UK time. So if that translates to wherever you're based, mate. But if you look at the overlay on the stream, we've got a little tick down timer to exactly when it'll start. Pokepop Kanto. Yeah, we could get some news about that. Can you make the countdown bigger? Is it harder to see, guys? Should have said. There we go. Hopefully that is a bit bigger for you. Hopefully that helps. Sorry, I was just trying to save space and have it in there, but there we go. I was hoping we'd be able to play Fire Red Leaf Green before the show. Me too. That was my hope coming into this stream this morning, was to start off with Fire Red Leaf Green and then go into the direct. New megas to Pokemon GO. Brady. Okay, I think that supersedes Pokemon GO. I think we can get rid of Cafe Remix for that one, for sure. Because that one definitely is more likely. Okay, we've got a spare slot as well for Unite. Sorry, Unite. Sorry, Doobs. I guarantee people will be over analyzing plushies on shut. But yeah, that always happens, right? Always happens. Cheese ball eradicate. New Pokeball. Are we gonna get Gen 10 and get new Pokeballs finally? Because I think the last time we got a new Pokeball was the Beast Ball, right? And that was a while ago. Woke up 2 hours early to play Fire Red, only to be mad disappointed. Uncle Duck, I know. I would have thought like it should have dropped like midnight last night, I think, coming into Friday, but for whatever reason, I guess they don't want people playing it before the presents. They want people to watch the presents, so it kind of makes sense. Snap 3, Lumpy. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Tomahawk, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Pokemon Day to you, mate. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you got some time off today to enjoy the presents later on. What are you hoping for? What do you think is going to come? We've included, you'll be happy to see, Pokemon GO is on our bingo card. We've got some new megas as a prediction coming to Pokemon GO. Although I don't know about the data mine stuff. It's probably already out there. What you guys know you're gonna get, maybe, but who knows? Something about Pokemon Adventures manga. Do you think they're gonna do that in the presents though? I feel like I'm not saying they're not going to. I just feel like every year that we've had a presents, they've never touched on the manga series. And it's so far removed from the anime, even though the anime is based on it. I don't know if they would delve into the manga series in the presents. As much as I think they should, I just don't know. For bingo card purposes, I don't know if we're going to see it. I hope we do. I hope we do. Question, what time does the stream present start? Also excited as heck. Alpha, it starts in 2 hours, 12 minutes and 37 seconds, or 35, 34. But the timer on the screen right now is there. I mean, I could put it up here if this would help you guys. Would this be better? Is this better to give you guys an idea? Or is it fine where it was? You tell me. You tell me what is going to work better. Goku's new transformation. A bit of DBZ in the presents today. No one would see that coming. No one's bingo card would be full after that. After all these years, more evolutions. It would be amazing. I think like, well, I think with Eevee as well and the evolutions, we're missing that last one, right? We're missing the dragon type. And it comes around every Pokemon day and every presents and every prediction is always a new evolution. And we never get it. But it would feel so fitting as well. I think Gen 10 would be the perfect place to bring it in. And then, you know, then we've got the full set of them. And then they can maybe add to them again in the future. Be cool. Because the Eevees are always based on the special physical split from like Gen 3, right? So if you look at all the special types, that's all the evolutions. And the only one that we're missing from the special physical split from back at the original one is the dragon typing. They added fairy in its place, but I guess that was kind of, they had to because fairy is a new type. I mean, they didn't have to, but I'm pleased we got Sylveon. Hitmonchan regional variant, that would be wild. Game Freak, give me more Johto or Unova content. I would either or would be amazing. Is there anything here that you guys think we should kick off? I feel like Pokemon EX Masters is probably a bit of a given as well, so that's probably a square that we could gloss over. New TCG set probably as well, because I feel like we know we're gonna get a new TCG set, so that feels like we're just cheating at this point. So if there's anything else that you guys think, Champion Shadow Drop, that's a wild card one. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll put a couple of question marks there. I don't think we're going to get a champion shadow drop. I really hope I'm wrong. But it's definitely a wild card. I got to switch the moment they announce the down XD and Colosseum release dates. I think we'll get that today. I really do. I think there's like a good time for them to drop it. I just really wish they would also announce that we get home compatibility with them, and then they can connect up with Fire Red Leaf Green. And then if we get Ruby Sapphire Emerald as well as ports, then they kind of link up with those and we can trade between all of them. I think it would make me want to play them on the Switch a lot more if we had that home compatibility. Bring back the original 150 in TCG with a couple of shiny variations. OG Charizard artwork, but shiny Charizard would be fire. That would be wild, wouldn't it? That would be cool. Like that original card, but with a shiny Charizard instead. That would be wild. I love that. How'd you get Mew? Masterworks. In which game? Depends. You can get it in the original games. Glitchy glitch. But I don't know what. I don't think Mew was a mystery gift in Fire Red Leaf Green though, was it? Pretty sure it wasn't. They sort of messed it up by stating champions will be used in this year's Worlds. Players have no time to get adapted, so just be aesthetic. You play in champions, but with Scarlet and Violet rules. Nah, I think Holbrookie. I think champions will be out ahead of time before Worlds for sure. How much time players are going to have to prepare, I guess it just depends on the release date. But I think when Champions drops, I think it will be a brand new format. I think it'll be ahead of time, so we don't have a situation like we had in Japan a few years ago where they changed the regulation and we had no other events outside of Worlds with those rule sets. So I don't think we'll have that again. I'm confident. But again, it comes back to like, have there been delays? Probably. Are there going to be more delays with the release? Yeah, so I don't know. You never know. Here's X. How are we doing? I hope you're well. Happy Pokemon Day. And Isaac, it starts in 2 hours. 2 hours it starts. How long to the presents? 2 hours. And we got a wild Costa in the chat. How are you doing, mate? You were able to get Mew through Pokemon Stadium 1 after injecting your red and blue cartridge into the controller, which was sick. But yeah, not on the OG, mate. Yes, there we go. Look at that info. Costa coming to the floor. I would have loved that. That's what makes me worry about Colosseum and Gales of Darkness not having home compatibility, because they're on NSO and Stadium, and Stadium 2 don't have any. I mean, it makes sense. They don't have compatibility. They're like Gen 1 and 2 games, so it would be harder to have home compatibility with them than it would be the Gen 3 games, I guess. So there we go. We're gonna just rewind for more drawn shenanigans while we fill in the rest of this bingo card. What about Oddman and Lego type collab? That'd be kind of cool. Someone ever told you that you look like the famous YouTuber Luigi Kid? I don't even know who that is. And now I'm going to have to look who they are, and I'm not doing it right now. I will look. I'm going to bank that and look after, but no, I've never heard that before. Pokemon Pasta Restaurant franchise. Scott, I think you're just hoping for any sort of food related Pokemon collab, really, aren't we? Ash returning. Zach, that's a cool one. I think like Ash returning to the anime would be really cool. Especially for Gen 10, it just feels like you come full circle. Ash went away for a little bit. You did something different and realized that, yeah, you need Ash in the anime. So you just bring Ash back in this whole new adventure. I don't know if they're going to do it. I would love to see it. Yeah, Mew was the Emerald mystery gift. And Deoxys was in both. But you could shiny hunt it a little bit easier in Fire Red and Leaf Green because of the Emerald Orangey. Is Pokemon Presents on YouTube? It is, yes. It will be on the official Pokemon YouTube channels for all regions as well. I think a time skip with an older Ash would be interesting. It'd be kind of cool if they did go forward a little bit, see, like, catch up with what Ash has been doing and then kind of just return to the journey, right? Where's he going to go next? This new region, Gen 10. What time is Fire Red and Leaf Green releasing? I think it's 3 p.m. UK time. Brady, thank you so much again for the super chat. You could combine the 2 black and white slots. We could, yes. We could, my friend. To free up another slot. But then what do we put in the place of that? Okay, let's combine this. Remakes or 3. Let's do that. So we got a free slot. Polka Park Johto black and white 4. There we go. Lumpy coming straight in with it. Let's go Johto. It has been rumored. I did see some stuff about it. That would be wild. Let's go Johto. I mean, I would kind of like to see that. I had so much fun in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So a Johto version would be pretty cool. And I feel like it would be like low effort for them to make a game like that. You know, it's so linear in a lot of ways. There's not much they would need to do. Just add concierge in the free spot. Yeah, we do. Holbrook, I mean, I feel like that's a given as well. Joe was on. I saw something. Tash's dad had been watching the news and he was like, it's the 30th anniversary for Pokemon today because it was on the BBC. So Joe was on there. That's wild. That's wild. I saw they had a bunch of people on. Jay Rose was on as well. They had Jay Rose interviewed on there, which is pretty cool. Would make sense for another Let's Go, as it would further push Pokemon Go and give it fans a nostalgia trip, and also like tick off a little bit of like Johto love as well, because we had the anniversary for Johto for Gold and Silver, and they literally did nothing. They released a line of like merch and then never really did anything special for those games, Gen 2 games. So it'd be nice if we got that. I think TCG Pocket, another probably free slot that we could change to something a bit more outlandish. So yeah, how do you not have shiny Trapagos? Ogapon up there. Well, that is we have got shiny, legendary, mythical, mystery gift events. It's just very small. If I just take out mystery, that might make it bigger. No, that still doesn't make it any bigger. Why is this? Shiny. Mystery gifts. Mystery gifts. Scarlet and Violet mystery gifts. We'll just leave it at that. And then we can see it. Johto Legends. Now that would be the coolest thing. I'd love a Legends game in Johto. I think that would be like absolutely, that would be S tier, Lumpy. That would be S tier. Pokemon Quest, Conquest. You guys remember Pokemon Conquest, right? Imagine if we got a Conquest remake or a sequel, prequel. No Nintendo Online is needed for mystery gifts. No, you don't need online support for that, so you'll be able to pick them up. It's the same with the raids as well. You can access the raids, but you can't do the raids with others online if you don't have the subscription, but you can still get them in your game. So it's the same with the mystery gifts as well. So you don't need the online subscription. New Pokemon choice for Smash Bros. That'd be kind of cool. Pokemon Colosseum 3. We're not going to get that now. We've got Champions. I feel like Champions is the no, Pokemon Colosseum 3. I mean, you could. Maybe. I want them to remake Pokemon Conquest. Your prediction about which country will be the inspiration for Gen 10. Ooh. I would have really liked South America to be... I just think it's so diverse and there's so many different like ecosystems within South America, and it would be a huge region as well. That would have been cool. I think, yeah, there. Australia was talked about a lot like last year in the lead up to like this Pokemon Day. I think like that would have been cool. But from what I've seen, I think it's going to be lots of little islands and water. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, regions I would have liked to have seen. Oceania, I think that would be really cool. Yeah. Of course, the Greek islands and the lore but like that Greek mythology that you could weave into the region would be so cool. Could you imagine like some of the Pokemon like based on like those, you know, Greek legends like the Minotaur and stuff like that? That would be so cool. That would be like one of the coolest things. And then to have worlds in Greece as well. Could you imagine? Mike, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, a multi-region would be the win, I think, Haley. If we had multiple, I think that's why Gen 2 is always up there as one of like my favorite gens, because we've got Johto and Kanto. You have that like cross region, and I would love to see them do something like that again. As a Norwegian, I would love Scandinavian that would be very cool. It would. I mean, I would love that. I would take that all day, you know. There's some really cool places that they could base stuff on. Pokemon based on Greek gods would go crazy. It would be so cool, I think. Yeah. And even like, I know like Yu-Gi-Oh kind of did it with like base and everything on like the Egyptian gods, but like Egypt, Africa based region, I think that would kind of be cool as well, because of the like the ecosystems, the diversity there, and the different terrains and things that you could include from those areas. Same with India as well. I think it's like there's so much you could do, right? But if Pokemon Blackpool doesn't come out soon, right, and could you imagine? I'm buying it, Grace. Put me down for 10 pre-orders. Prediction: Pokemon Scalpers, a game where you have to... Oh man, we don't want this on. Why have we got the Toon review on? See, this is why I need to keep an eye on the stream. I think they've cut this stream down a bit shorter. Nothing against the Toon review, but I'm sure you guys don't want the Champions League news coming through. Dr. Dandalf, thank you so much for the super chat. Replace TCG for more info. Kanto Amusement Park, Japan. Okay, let's do that then. What are we replacing? TCG Pocket. Okay. Kanto. Poker Park. Oh. I would love to go. I would love to go. I know quite a few people that are going over to Japan soon, and I'm very jealous. I would love to go to the Poker Park. It would be very cool, but there doesn't seem that is, because it's so new, it doesn't seem like there's loads there at the minute. So it's maybe one of those where you wait like a year or two when they've like expanded and they've got more stuff going. Riley, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. I hope you're well, my friend. Happy Pokemon Day. I hope you're having a great day yourself, and it's as always great to see you, mate. Been shiny hunting for a starter and Oras, and I finally got shiny Mudkip today. Nice, that's awesome. Civilized, that is so good, my friend. Great to hear. Got it at 1,675 resets. This is my first ever starter hunt I've completed since playing Pokemon. Wow, that's awesome as well. And for the first one to be a shiny Mudkip, a banger shiny in like absolutely peak games as well. Oras are just amazing games. Those would be another one that I'd love to see ported to the Switch too, or Switch. Is Pokemon Day thing going to be a live stream or just a video? I can't find it. I think it'll be a live stream. Like normally with the presents, they would do like a pre-record, but I think it will be, it will all be pre-recorded, but it will be put up as a live stream. So it should be, I don't know when it will be uploaded. All the info. This is the official Pokemon page. So this is the US one. I would imagine it'll be under the live section. That's where it'll probably pop up when they do. But Pokemon Japan YouTube's also one worth just keeping an eye on as well, I think. Because they'll probably upload it a bit quicker than the rest of the world. Tom, how are you doing, mate? How was it meeting Dan Squared? He's a great YouTuber. It was awesome. And it was sort of like, I knew Dan was going to EUIC, so I was hoping, like on a half chance, to bump into him. And it was just by chance I'd been out on the floor with Lou. Lou had to go backstage, and I was just making my way back there myself after catching up with a few people I'd bumped into. And as I was walking down the main parade, there's Dan just walks out in front of me. So it was meant to be. And no, it was great. And he took the time. We had a bit of a chat and got some photos and stuff. And he's exactly how you would expect him to be in person. He's such a nice guy, and it was awesome meeting him. But I had to run because I think we were back on the desk in about like 10 minutes, so I had to get back, so I couldn't stay and chat with him longer, which was a little bit sad. But no, he was awesome. Dan's great, and yeah, he's a great content creator as well. And yeah, it was awesome. So hopefully I get to bump into him again at another event. So yeah, but thanks for asking. It's definitely a highlight. It was fun to see another Pokeballs podcast episode. New mainstay, member confirmed. Definitely Costa is here to stay going forward, which is great to have him on board. So yeah, it's nice to have it back up and running again, and hopefully it'll be exciting. I think, like I said earlier, we've got quite a lot like in the pipeline to work towards, and episodes planned and things like that. So it's quite exciting going forward where it'll go, but it's nice just to be able to kind of get it back off the ground as well. This was awesome seeing you casting again at EUIC. Always love see you on the desk. Thank you so much, Zyro. I had a great time at EUIC. It was a really fun event, and I think a lot of people kind of were like a bit tired with Regulation F, but I think it just goes to show like how good our player base is, because they made it so exciting going into like another revisited format, and it was so different from like what I was expecting when Regulation F came around the first time. I felt really like excited coming in to see what people had brought, and you had like Francesco bringing that crazy team with the Tinglu and stuff like that, and then Paul winning it again was just fantastic. So it was a really cool event. But thank you. I love EUIC though. It's the big event of the year, and next year it will be on Champions, hopefully. You would expect it to be. It has to be, right? Which is even more exciting, right? So super chat late. Where's the super chat? Have I missed the super chat? Have I missed the one? There we go. Grace, love the shared colors. Be better though. Colors can be better though. I know. I can't. I did try to get in like theme for today. Let me try and move the mic a minute. But there we go. There we go. Celebrating. The colors could have been better for sure. I think there was this black one and a teal one, and I felt like I'd probably wear this black one a little bit more than I would the teal. So, but it was especially for today, so I thought we'll rep the shirt. Thank you though, Grace. I appreciate it. You know, Grace, we need Pokemon Blackpool. That's what we need. We need it. Now you've said it. Now you've opened the box. Thank you so much, Eric. Very kind of you, my friend. Great to have you here joining us today. And Riley, what have we got going on? I really like the 5 Mons that never existed video you did, Lay. Good stuff, man. Looking forward to the vids you'll have for Fire Red Leaf Green too. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing that one. And I do have a follow-up to it, which I have not got around to doing yet. But it didn't perform as well as what I expected. But it's probably not the right channel for that content, because it just muddies the waters with what the channel kind of, I think, delivers. So maybe if I do stuff like that in future, it might be something I do on a different channel. So we'll see. But I really enjoy doing those sort of like vibey videos like that. They're a lot of fun to do. Pokemon Trainer Mike, how are we doing, mate? Lock in. We're on the countdown, mate. 1 hour 50 minutes till the presents, which is not too long away. And we've got a bingo card. It's looking all right at the minute, but we can change things here. I mean, out of everything, if everything on our bingo card, if I was to say, Aaron, thank you so much for the subscriber. If I was to say you could only have one of these. You could have one, and it could be anyone. L Destendel, thank you so much for the subscribe. And I'm sorry I'm butchering your username. I really am. I apologize. I'm notoriously bad for doing that. Which one would you pick? Which one would you pick if you could only have one out of this whole bingo card, but it was a guarantee? Which one would you pick? I think I would probably... such a tough one. I got Black and White Remakes or Black and White 3. That would be, I think I would go there. That would be my one. Sloth Legends ZA home support. If I can only get one. Been waiting for it to buy the DLC. That's a good one. I hope we get that announced today at the very least. Let's go, Johto. Eternal fight of wanting new things or the nostalgia train. I know, it's so hard, right? I feel like Black and White remakes could tick both boxes, right? What would be a dream feature of a new main series release? Oof. Cross regions, I think. Revisiting an old region again. I think that would be like one of my biggest, because we get to experience like the new region, the new Pokemon, and I think going back to an older region in that same game is a post-game feature. That would probably be a big wish. Like I talked about it just a moment ago. I think that's one of the big selling points about Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where we can go back to Kanto. So I think something like that, and it would be kind of cool even if we went back to somewhere like Kanto, but it was like reimagined. It was different because this game's set in the future. I don't know, something like that, but something along those lines would probably be a big wish. It's a nice shirt, not colored, but black and white. Gen 5 remake confirmed. Yeah, am I hinting at something that I know? I wish. It might be a sign though, right? Could be. Playing through red, blue, and yellow, the Pokemon sprites are really something. Grace, the back sprites in the original red and blue are so wild. Like, I don't know how they got the concept art based off some of the sprite artwork. I mean, whoever was working on that whole project really did a brilliant job, because some of those sprites in the original games are strange. When I go back, I just think, like, which ones off the top of my head are like the really I mean, even Charizard's like from behind is a weird looking sprite. Venusaur as well. Nidoking. The Gengar sprite is pretty good, I think, back and front. But yeah, they're just wild. Old region set 10 years plus. Years in the future could be interesting. That would be a cool feature, wouldn't it? What time does the present start? In 1 hour 48 minutes. Mewtwo's back. Mewtwo is a weird one as well, yeah. Sorry for the spoilers, but my dad's work for Game Freak. Wait there, we gotta do it. Right, Burgundy Ronald. Here we go. Okay. Dad works for Game Freak and he says we're getting Gen 11 announcement. We're skipping Gen 10. Could you imagine? That's the announcement we get today. That'd be wild. I don't think people would care though. They'd be like, it's fine, we're getting a new generation, right? So yeah, Gen 10 somewhere down the line. Gen 11, there we go. Yeah, Charmeleon has horns. Some of those old sprites are wild. Let me see if I can pull some of those up. Let's see if I can Gen 1 sprites Pokemon. We can have a look at some of the weird sprites. I don't know if we can get a zoom in of these. Yeah, we can have a look. Let's get rid of the bingo card. Remembering the ugliest Pokemon Gen 1 sprites. This is not something we should be doing for celebrating 30 years of Pokemon. I mean, Blastoise. Blastoise. What is going on with Blastoise here? It looks like a pirate. So weird. See the other ones that are a bit weird as well. I mean, most of them are alright. Pidgeot, I always felt Pidgeot and Pidgeotto looked like Pidgeotto looked weird. Fearow looked a bit strange. I'm not massive on the Raichu sprite either. And the Nidorina is just the weirdest looking sprite. I'm pleased they like redesigned a lot of these though. This is where it began. Like Kingler's alright. Krabby's fine. Mr. Mime looks really spooky in Gen 1. We can't really see the rest of them. Have we got... Oh, there we go. Yeah, Golbat. Golbat. There we go. Lumpy Mr. Mime's your favorite. Kingler. I don't mind Kingler. I think Kingler looks alright. And Dragonair. That actually looks... That looks really cool. I remember when you battle Lance and then there's the Dragonair. I always think it looks really cool. Let's see if I can find some better pictures. If we can get. There we go. Can I make this bigger? Oh, I hate this. I can never. My VPN doesn't allow me to pull images off Reddit for some reason. Let's see if I can pull any others up. There we go, Bulba Garden. See, now we've got a better view of them. Kabuto, let's have a look at Kabuto. Kabuto looks, it is quite a cool sprite actually. I cannot remember. I think it's because in Gen 1 I very rarely take the time to actually take that fossil that we get at the very beginning of the game and revive it. Aerodactyl has got a banger sprite. I think that's like one of the best ones in the game. Otokuna always looks a little bit strange as well. Flareon. I mean, they're 30 years old. I can't really be bashing them, to be fair, but yeah, some of them are. Scyther, I was never a huge fan of the Scyther sprite, and I loved Scyther as a kid, but yeah, the sprite was never the best. The Chansey's pretty cool. Lickitung looks kind of weird. And like coughing as well. I always feel like it's like upside down. Marowak sprite, I was never a fan of. Coughing is really cool. And Wheezing as well. I feel like their sprites are, they look really cool as well. Mewtwo's posture is horrendous. Where is Mewtwo? The slouch. The slouch. Let's have a look at the Charizard. Yeah. I was never a big fan of the Charmeleon sprite. Beedrill looks great. I think Butterfree looks great as well. Venusaur is probably the best looking out of the three starters, I think. Charizard isn't bad, but it's not anything special. I like what we know as today, you know? The whole Machop line, yeah, Machop. I think Machoke is the, yeah, like what is Machoke doing? It looks like, I always, when I was a kid and played these games, I always felt like Machoke was like a winking frog with like a human's body. I don't know what the face is it's trying to do. It's obviously like tensing, doing a little bit of a muscle show, but yeah. Machamp. What is going on? Yeah, it looks like kind of like a rhino. It's got like a rhino face without the horn, but yeah. Something's going on. Golem. See, Slowpoke and Slowbro, I always feel like they were pretty good. Couldn't go wrong with those. And Muck as well. Muck's another one they nailed. Shelder, always a weird looking sprite to me. Geodude with the hair. I know, I always think that as well. Yeah, the Geodude, the hairline. Machoke entered a bodybuilding show drunk. 100%. He is gassed up. Machoke. Machop line. Mohawk 3. Yeah, what is going on with that? And it kind of like really splits off into the Machamp. Slowpoke's tail. Do you think they did that and were like, yeah, that tail's kind of weird. It's like almost like positioned, like it's on a bank or it's positioned up. When will the stream for the present start? It will be beginning in around an hour and 40 minutes. I don't think anything's up on the official Pokemon site just yet. No, I don't think so. We've got nada. Does Pokemon put much post stuff out? No, we've just got something 19 hours ago. Wake up for it. It's nearly time. One day until Pokemon Day. Well, we're here now, so here we go. Here we go. Who's your favorite Fire Red and Leaf Green gym trainer? There's mine. There's your boy. Yeah, so it won't be that long. An hour and 40 minutes. But as soon as the direct video presents videos up, we'll pop it up on the screen. Yeah, I do try to put the counter up on the screen. This one right here, you know, just to kind of give everyone a good idea of how long we've got till the presents. I should just keep it this size, really. It would be clearer. I feel like down there though, people are missing it. I'm not complaining, but there it is. It is there if you want to keep an eye on exactly when it's about to start. It is there. Sabrina, love Sabrina. Look up the original 1996 Mew sprite. It's even worse than the Western. The original 99. Original 1996 Mew sprite. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got some good. There we go. Oh man, that is. What were they cooking up here? The final blue sprite looks great. Mew looks brilliant. What were the legs doing in the blue beta version though? It was never used. Japan got this one. This one was never used, and then they were like, we can't release that in the rest of the world. So they did this nice little cute mouse. There we go. I wonder if we can have a look at the original Pokemon Green sprites. I kind of like to see Pokemon Red and Green Game Boy sprites. So here we go. Ah, look, that Nidorina there looks so badass. It looks so cool. Is this going to give us the Pokemon sprites? I don't think it is. It just gives us a picture of the game overall. Ooh, here we go. Joe gonna have all the sprites here. Are they that different? I guess some will be, but these are maybe. I think these are red and blue sprites. Farfetch'd looks wild as well. Can we get any more info here? Ooh, we might have. No. I mean, this is not. These are all new sprites. They look nice and clean. There we go. Wow. These are different. Wow. World Champ difference. There we go. Happy Gen 10 Day. Happy Gen 10 Day and Pokemon Day to you. Are you happy with a drawn Barcelona instead of Chelsea, by the way? Yes, I am. Yeah, 100%. I think it means that we're not playing Chelsea 3 times in a row, which would have just been, for either side, not ideal. And Barcelona, yeah. And it means that the more English clubs can stay in the tournament, hopefully. But yeah, excited for it. I feel like all the draws are pretty tough at this point. Tottenham probably got one of the easier ones, I think, in Atletico. But again, they're still tough. What is the war total doing here? Like Ivysaur and Venusaur just flattened. So different. I don't know if I've ever really looked at these sprites. See, Pidgeotto and Pidgeot look actually really good in these games, and then they change them to be a bit more like stubby. Wow, look at Arbok. Ekans. What is going on with Nidoking? Wow, Ninetales. And Jigglypuff. I mean, I don't even know what to say about Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. I mean, Wigglytuff looks like it's on some sort of substance and having a great time while it's going on. Let's have a look. We got to check out the Machamp line. There we go. They are. I don't know what these probably look better than the what they came out in red. I don't mind Alakazam either. It's kind of cool. What is going on with Primeape? It's like someone's just thrown it against the wall and it's just splat. Sandshrew, where's Sandshrew? Ah, it's kind of cute. Sandshrew's kind of cute. Pika looks quite... I like Pika here. This Pika sprite's quite nice. I like this one. Matcha, Mount Dude. Right, let's go down. Wow. Farfetch'd is definitely... I mean, yeah. I don't want to bash these too much. They are sprites at the end of the day. And you can kind of see what they're meant to be. They definitely did a better job with the coughing and the wheezing there. Although these aren't terrible. I love that Hitmonchan's just like, you can't really see it. It's like, we don't really know how to design its face or anything. Just hide it behind its gloves. It's fine. It's got boxing gloves. Just hide it. We'll think about what it actually looks like later. It's alright. It's fine. Make Pikachu chubby again. I know this Pikachu here is like pretty slimmed down Pika. It's not like a Chonkachu. Whereas the Raichu is so beefy. Nidorina looks amazing here. What else have we got? Dodrea looks good. I'm not a fan of this Gengar though. It's just like a dude's turned up to a Halloween party in a bad Gengar outfit. It's not Gengar. Not Gengar. Kangaskhan doesn't look too bad. Rhyhorn's pretty... I feel like they didn't really change Rhyhorn. What is going on with Horsey? It's almost like its head's maybe the wrong way around. Like it's looking behind it almost. David, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. We'll be back to stream it. And he said, yes, mate, we should be with Fire Red Leaf Green. I do want to do a shiny badge quest for those games. Whether we start that today, I don't know. PCG, happy 30th, my friend. I hope you're well, having a great Pokemon day already, and looking forward to the presents. We'll never see a duo battles with Cloyster and Onyx again, will we? No. Never. It will never happen. Jolteon looks awesome here. I really like this Jolteon sprite. So for anyone that's just jumped in, we're just having a trip down memory lane, looking at the Pokemon Green, Red and Green sprites, the original sprites that we never really got in our Red and Blue games everywhere else around the world. Snorlax looks good. I feel like Aerodactyl, whoever was the concept designer behind Aerodactyl, just nailed it every time. I feel like there isn't a bad sprite of Aerodactyl. The return of regular streams would be but my aggro, I'll tell you. I think Fire Red and Leaf Green, I think we got to do something with those. I really would like to start today. It just depends on what's released and if I can jump into it today. So I'm hoping that we will be able to and start the shiny hunt. But yeah, shiny badge quest. I feel like, although I want to play the games and just jump into them, I feel like I've never done a shiny badge quest in these games, and it would be kind of cool. Like a couple of years ago, we did a hardcore Nuzlocke to get to the Deoxys, to shiny hunt that, which was a cool run. But shiny badge quest is kind of like a different beast altogether, and especially in these games. And I feel like I want a shiny hunting challenge that's a little more challenging than the shiny hunts that I've been doing more recently in ZA, which haven't felt that challenging in comparison. Can you check in? No, Cubone. Let's have a look. Where's Cubone? That's definitely further up. Where's the Marowak? The Cubone looks actually quite good here. Marowak, debate. It probably looks better in the US English Red Blue games. I mean, Hypno's nose is so different to what it actually turned out to be. Hitmonlee as well. Those legs. Goldeen looks kind of cool. Gyarados. Magikarp looks great here, I think. It's like pretty similar to what we've got now. I mean, as close as we can get in Pixar. And Eevee just looks so So sinister. Porygon looks great here. I don't know why they kind of changed it. It looks really good. Nominite, Omastar, Kabuto, Kabutops all look great. Actually, the legendary birds look good as well here. I think they did a better job with Dragonair. This Dragonair's... And Mewtwo looks way better here. And then we've got the Mew. The Mew. The Mew. This Mew will forever live in my head now. This is what Mew looks like. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's been any updates on anything on the official channel here. Where are we going? There we go. Okay. Let's update this. Get rid of that. It's amazing how they got so much detail given the limitations. That's the thing, yeah. I got to give them credit for that. I mean, they look great for, like, you think back to the time with, like, Game Boy graphics. They did a fantastic job. Yeah, we've got no updates as of yet. Just yet. So, still waiting. Still waiting for something to pop up. And there's the bingo card. So if anyone's just hopping in, is there anything anyone would suggest changing? I feel like we could probably go a little bit more risky with it, you know. But I feel like they're all... I mean, Snap 3 is pretty out there. I do not have confidence in Pokemon Snap 3 being announced today. The Mew reminds me of half of the weird stuff in Courage of the Cowardly Dog. Kind of gives me the, like, a Ren and Stimpy Ren kind of vibe. I think I'm going to buy Leaf Green, even though I've been playing Fire Red on emulator on my phone. David, it's a good choice, mate. I think with home compatibility on the horizon, you can't go wrong. Kevin, thank you so much for the sub as well. It's been so long. Kiwi, it has. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And Riley, I got my first shiny in Gen 2. Wow. Cyndaquil, after 14,996 resets. I had given up on the hunt for a while. That's when I started my Gen 3 adventure, but it feels good to start a new crystal adventure. That's awesome, mate. That's wild. So many resets. But that Cyndaquil, shiny Cyndaquil in Gen 2 in the games where they first introduced shinies, that's a banger one, mate. Congrats. That's going to be such a great playthrough. And Roshan, how are we doing from India? Great to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Pokemon Day to you as well. Olio, how are you doing, mate? Will you be continuing a Hot Gold Soul Silver shiny run? I want to, mate, but unfortunately I have got issues with my capture cards on my 3DSs. So for some reason they will just not... I don't know if it's the boards in them, and I cannot get them to work on the PC. So I have been chipping away at the Dratini hunt now and again, and I'm up to over 2,000 encounters in the Dragon's Den for the Dratini. So still haven't progressed past where we left off, so we could definitely pick that up again. It would just be a case of figuring out how I could capture the 3DS, which is really annoying because I got the same problem with both of them. And I don't know whether they've been knocked or something, but they've just been sitting on my shelf for like a year, and I haven't used the capture cards in them, and now I just can't get them to work, which is really, really frustrating. So if I can get that sorted out, then yes, but otherwise I'll have to kind of figure out a different way to stream them. I love Dratini so much. She's so awesome. I love Dratini. Dratini is a great Pokemon. And I really would love, because it's the extreme speed version in Hot Gold Soul Silver, and we're so close. We've got all 8 badges. We're basically at the point where we're about to go and challenge the Elite Four. We just need this last shiny before we go and take on the Elite Four. And then we've got the Ho-Oh hunt to finish before we go into Kanto. So we're nearly there. Yeah, David, it's frustrating that both of them seem to have kind of conked out. I knew this one. I knew this one was on its kind of way out because of the connector here, and I could open it up to take a look, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll try and figure something out, because yeah, having those games hopefully today helps, and they're like, it's all right, Hulk also Silver going to be ported to the Switch, and I don't need to worry about it anymore. I would love to see Gen 5 remake. It would be so good. The return of Volo in ZA, that would be a wild DLC add-on. That would be so good. Sarah Go Gamer, how are you doing today? Hope you're well. Mr. Maniac, Legends Galar. That would be, that we need a Legends game in Galar. I feel there's so much lore there that they just kind of glossed over in Sword and Shield that we never got like really any answers to. I think, yeah, that would be such a good one to revisit. Be definitely on the top of my list. I feel out of like that, Johto and Unova, they're the 3 regions I feel like we need to go back to and get some more info about those regions back in the day. And I feel like those sets in the past would be perfect as well. Greetings from Denmark. What do you hope most for Pokemon Day? Anna's, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for hopping in, joining, and great to have you in the stream. What am I most hoping for? I think I would like my biggest hope, and I do think we'll get this, but I just hope we do. I hope we get a good amount of Champions info, a new trailer for that, and I hope we get a confirmed release date for Champions. That's my big hope for today. I do hope that we get Gen 10 as well. I'm pretty confident that we will get a Gen 10 game. But yeah, I think Champions, I'm so excited for it coming out. I think that's the big hope for today. And if by any chance they just pull a huge... I don't think it's going to happen. They're never going to shadow drop it today. But I mean, if they did, that would just be wild. Because I know what we'd be doing for the rest of the weekend if they shadow drop Champions. Surprise remake of Platinum, and oh wow, could you imagine getting a remake of Platinum? That would be wild. Getting Gen 4 remakes that actually changes, which we should have done to begin with. That would be kind of wild. I mean, Platinum, I just ported a port of Platinum to the Switch would be so good. Excited for the Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. Hopefully Gen 10. I'm excited. If we get a new gen, it means we get new Pokemon. We get a whole new look at this brand new game. It kind of hasn't hit me because I think we got so much coming out, right? We know we're getting Champions. We've had a little bit of a taster of that. We've got PoPia. We've got this Fire Red Leaf Green port dropping today. There's just so much already that I'm looking forward to and excited for. That like Gen 10 coming later this year is like almost a second thought at this point, where I'm like, wow, we're actually going to be getting like a whole new region, a whole new bunch of Pokemon. Yeah, and it's very exciting, and that's going to be a huge thing today. And if we get anything else added on top of that, it's kind of, this is probably going to be one of the best. I predict this will be probably the best presents that we've had out of every presents so far, I think, with everything that could happen today. Since the last spoke, I managed to host a Beyblade tournament in my city, and we had 50 players enter. Wow, Riley, that's wild, mate. Congratulations. That's not an easy thing to set up or run. I hope it went well, man. It's been wild and grown fast. That's so awesome, though, mate. So awesome to hear. Have you got like any footage of the day? If you have, please link me. I would love to kind of like check it out. And if you haven't, if you're doing it again, make sure to like capture it, because I'm sure there's like more people like me that would like want to watch stuff like that. That sounds cool, mate. Congrats though, dude. The trainer Bobby, how are you doing, mate? It was lush meeting you at EUIC. My son is buzzing with his little message. I'm praying for a shadow drop of Pokemon Colosseum. Bobby, mate, I need to get in touch with you. I will do it at some point today to arrange a trade. But yes, it was awesome meeting you. Thanks so much again for coming along on the day. It was great. So me, Lou, and Roz had the opportunity of a meet and greet. So we went along, had a meet and greet on the Sunday at EUIC, and we met a bunch of like just amazing people that came along, and we had like photos and stuff like that. It was a really cool experience, and just, yeah, very overwhelmed with the amount of people that turned up and how nice everyone was. So it was really cool, and I'd love to do something like that again. It was just nice being asked and having the opportunity. It's Sirens, how are you doing? And Kill for Auras on the Switch, but we all know it's going to be TCG trash. Don't be so negative. You don't know. You don't know. There was the painting last year of the second screen for the Switch 2. You never know. They might have been sitting on it for today. And they might be like, don't worry, guys. All you DS and 3DS fans out there, well, take a look at this. And then we get the reveal. You never know. I think at some point in the future, we'll get those games on the Switch. Might not be this Pokemon Presents. Might not be next year. But I do think in the life cycle of Switch 2, we'll get the 3DS and DS games. I do. Really do. And Oras has to be up there as one of the ones on everyone's kind of wish list. I think it would be Black and White, Oras, and then they port loads over. It's easy money for them as well. Like, I mean, like Fire Red and Leaf Green are like top of the charts and the eShop. So it's like, it's a good message to them to say, yeah, people are wanting these games on the newest console. So, and it must be pretty easy for them to just port them over. So you can run 3DS games natively on modded Switch 1, so it's definitely possible on Switch 2. Yeah, I think it's just a second screen that you would need, right? Just to make the, like, playability of it a little bit better, because you've got all the touch screen functionality, you've got the second screen there, and I guess you'd have, like, overlay issues if you... I don't know how you would map it out if you didn't have a second screen, but I'm sure they could figure it out. They could make a second screen for the Switch, or maybe Switch 2 XL OLED. Well, like I was saying, that there was that painting that they did for a second screen, and it attached into the top of the Switch 2, and it was in that USB-C port, and it kind of connected to the whole unit. Whether we see it ever come to be anything, but who knows? How many minutes more? 1 hour and 18 minutes. Not too long. Not too long at all. Looking for the stream link. I can't find the Asia one. Let me see if I can have a dig around. See if I can find anything. I don't think anything's live yet though. There's nothing on the official Pokemon YouTube channel. Let me have a look on the Japanese one. Ba-bump. Japan might have it. No, Japan had just got the drawn show as their last one, and then their live. Nah. If it's not up on the Japanese site, you can kind of like, you can guarantee that it's not going to be on any of the other ones, because it'll be on the Japanese one first. So if I do this and this, we can have a look. Yeah, so it would be under here, and it will pop up. They'll populate it at some point. I'd imagine it'll probably go up pretty soon. Oh no, there we go. Presents 129. So that's in like just over 40 minutes time. This is the pre-show. So they're doing like a pre-show. We can watch this. This will be like a pre-show thing that they do before the presents at 2 o'clock. So I don't know if this is just Japan exclusive, but we'll watch it. We'll watch it. We'll wait for it. You can pop it up. And then this will go live. Yeah, so this will be half an hour before the presents goes up. Second screen would require a second battery at minimum. I get like 2 to 3 hours of play without medium brightness on my Switch 2, kind of weak Switch 1. I wonder if the second screen could have a battery in it, you know? It would make it expensive. Imagine they announce Black and White Remake or 3 with a remastered Meadow Rally that gives you a shiny Victini if you complete it. That would be bonkers. I would love to see that. That would be so cool. If they did the second screen, how would that work docked? Now you've stumped me. I don't know. Yeah, how would it work docked? You'd have to buy a second TV screen as well, and then, yeah, have two. Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Unless they split the actual screen, I don't know. I guess if it's a bigger screen, they could split it, but then that would be so wonky. My dream announcement, Pokemon Bank is up indefinitely. Oh, that would be amazing. I do fear, Riley, all the, like, this is like going back 3 years when they were like Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter will be closing. We're going to keep them open for now, but I feel like we're getting closer to the point, especially now we got Fire Red Leaf Green ported to the Switch. I think when they announced that Pokemon Home compatibility for that game, I think that's when they'll turn off Bank and Transporter. So we still should have a little bit of time before they do go away forever. But yeah, indefinitely would be the win. What channel is it on? I can't find the official stream. So this is on Pokemon Japan YouTube channel. This is like the pre-show that they're doing. So I think 30 minutes before. And I think it's just some collaboration songs that they've got. And then they're doing the animations of every single over 1,000 Pokemon with the 30th anniversary logo. So I don't think it's going to be anything new, but it's just a kind of way to introduce this. I think was it last year when they did the Pikachu DJ set? So I think it'll be pretty similar to that. Nintendo will charge $200 for that second. 100%. Yeah. $250 for it. Yeah. It will not be cheap. It'd be cool if they did it and it was like, it wasn't like super expensive and it was like $100 or something like that. It had a battery in it and you got it in a bundle with like a physical copy of a 3DS game, you know, like a remake or a port. Be kind of cool to do. Huge Nintendo fan and have all the consoles. I've downloaded Pokemon X and Y, Sun and Moon, Sapphire on my 3DS and never played them. Would you start there or start with Fire Red? I think I would probably start on the Switch 2 with Fire Red. I think it gives you that, like, it's like Fire Red and Leaf Green. Like, this is just my opinion. I think they're just really nice entry point games into the series, and they're small enough where you've got like a nice, they're not like too long, they've got a nice amount of post game in them as well. Yeah, I would start there, and they're going to be available today, so, and it's on your Switch, so you can, yeah, that's what I would start, and then go back to the ones on your 3DS. I mean, there's some of the games that you mentioned there are like absolutely banger games, but I think Fire Red Leaf Green, some of the best. Can't believe it's been a decade since 2016 Pokemon 20th. I know, right? Crazy. Hope new Eevee, Evolution, Dragon, and Ghost. That would be really cool. I like the Dragon one would be the one I think I would love to see. Incarnian Visual, thank you so much for the subscribe. And if you join the stream, hope you're enjoying it with us this afternoon. We haven't got long till the present starts, so just over an hour's time, but in about 40 minutes, we're going to have like a pre-show on the Japan YouTube channel that'll be starting, so that's going to be kind of cool. So we'll be able to see that, and then that'll go straight into the presents. They could do like they did with Luigi's Mansion 2 Switch release, since that was the original 3DS game. That would be kind of wild if they did anything like that. I think the only thing they need to do with the 3DS games is get around that second screen issue that they've got, so make time go faster. I wish I could for today. The only issue I would say with Fire Red Leaf Green would be no psychic physical special. You have to unlearn them mechanics, but it's a small thing. That is very true, Chris. You do make a good point. Like, not in modern games now, you've got like every attack is categorized to be like a physical or a special type attack, and that's based off your physical attack stat or your special attack stat. Whereas in Fire Red and Leaf Green, generally in Gen 3, everything was like the types themselves were split into a special or a physical category. So like all fire type moves are special, all dark type moves are special, and then you would have like normal and flying, which are all physical. So it's a little bit more tricky to get your head around, especially if you're used to mechanics of moves now to go back then. Like Shadow Ball is a physical type attack, which is crazy because it is special in modern games. Gamerzoids, how are we doing? Met you at EOC. I was a bloke that asked you to sign my battery pack. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for coming by as well. It was great to meet you. I hope you're having a great Pokemon day. Thanks for hopping into the stream as well. What are you expecting or hoping for today? Let me know in the chat. In the Japanese channel, it's available. Yeah, this is... So this here that we've got behind the bingo card, this is the Japanese... YouTube channel, and this is like the pre-show here, so you can see down here Pokemon Japan, but this is like a pre-show thing, so I don't expect it to reveal anything. Just be like a nice little intro for 30 minutes into the presents. When will it start? The present starts in an hour. Just soft reset a shiny Charmander Modest Nature on Leaf Green in my Game Boy Advance SP. Shiny Mudkip, congrats. That's what I want to go for. Modest Nature as well. That's wild. That is absolutely insane. Perfect Pokemon Day gift. So the actual stream for the presents, nothing's been put up on the official Pokemon sites yet. So this is the official Pokemon YouTube channel. This is where it will be, but nothing's live yet, and it won't probably be for a little while. So I'd imagine an hour, so it could go up shortly. It could be 30 minutes time, but it will be under the live section on the official. But this is the Japanese site, and they've got like a pre-show going on in 30 minutes time. I do not think they will make remake Black and White. It's likely to be a Legends game. Why would they remake the games for an audience who is older? You could make the same argument for like, why did they remake Brilliant, like Diamond and Pearl? You know, that would be my only. I don't disagree with you, but that would be my only like counter argument. You know, if I'm playing, you know, we're just looking at it from both sides. But I do agree with you. I think what would be more likely to happen would be they do a Black and White remake on the Switch, and then they do a Black and White Legends game. So a bit like what they did with Legends Arceus, so in BDSP. So they have the base game remake to get people familiar with what that game was all about, and then they release the Legends game. So those people that never played, you know, in Sinnoh before, then had that familiarity and knew what Hisui was kind of all about. So that's how I could see them kind of playing that, you know. Got my hands on Jirachi bonus disc, by the way. Oh, no way, Riley. That is awesome. I really want to get it, but I realized as well that I'd have to unlock my GameCube, so it was region free, because I think only the US Jirachi bonus disc worked, something like that. I think I'd have to get, there's another GameCube game that I'd have to get for the UK Jirachi gift. Finished White just yesterday. Great story, easy, one of my favorites. It's just such a brilliant, I think the story in Black and White is just fantastic, and I think the sequels, Black and White 2 as well, were just as good, you know. Pokemon Champions today, Tav. Hopefully we do. That would be the perfect. I think at bare minimum, just a release date for Champions. That's what I'm hoping for. What's the link that it'll be on? Pokemon YouTube channel is the official one, but it's not. Nothing's up there just yet. What about Pokemon channel for Jirachi? Since that's the European, that's what it is. Yes, that's what it would need to get. Pokemon channel for the Jirachi, not the bonus disc. Which is weird, because you think like just it would be the same over in the UK as it would be in the US, but it's so different. We need Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2. It's like 250. Wow, is that how much it is to buy now? That's crazy. Who's your favorite starter? Mine is Litten. Is a great choice, Zora. My favorite starter, probably. It's so tough. It's definitely a Gen 2 starter, I think. Either Totodile. I like all three Gen 2 starters. Cyndaquil, Chikorita, or Totodile. So it's definitely between those three, I think. If I was to pick one, probably be Totodile. Any tips for Fire Red? Could never play it because I was a baby at the time. I did put a video up on the channel. I don't know if you've checked it out, but it goes over like a lot of things that are like pretty useful bits of information about Fire Red and Leaf Green. So that would help out a bunch checking out the video. It's got all the version exclusives in there, what you need to look out for, the special physical split difference, and a bunch of other things that I feel like would be useful before you play. Which classic you getting and what starter? So I will be playing Fire Red because I only have Leaf Green physical cartridge. So I've never actually, I've got a Japanese Fire Red, but I never got a Fire Red physical. So I'm gonna play Fire Red. I'm really like sad about it because I really would like to have a Starmie in my team, but Starmie's Leaf Green exclusive, which is like, I'm like, should I just play Leaf Green? Because the Illuminate ability makes like some hunts a lot easier, but because it's like one of only 2 abilities that works in the overworld in these games. But my starter probably will be Charmander. I think that's where we'll go, but I haven't made a definite decision yet. But what about you? What is your starter going to be? And which copy of the game are you getting? I think staggered announcements for the new abilities for ZA Megas ahead of them being available in Champions would be great marketing. That would be wild. Hopefully, that would be a really good way to do a Champions trailer today. Like, show some of the new Megas and just, like, tease those abilities. Some of those abilities, you know, the really powerful ones that are going to be, like, crazy strong. That would be so hype. I heard someone else, I can't remember again who said it, but when I was speaking to them, a really cool way to reveal like a Gen 10 Pokemon, like one of the Gen 10 starters maybe, or the legendaries, would be to show them in Pokemon Champions and be like, what? Who's that? Like, who's this new Pokemon? And then do the Gen 10 trail and be like, okay, there we go. Legends Arceus is in the past, but future for Diamond and Pearl. Future and Diamond and Pearl would be kind of cool to do. Yeah, I think some of the, or I think Black and White would have to be in the past. I feel like Kanto would probably be, I guess you could do Kanto either past or present or future. Galar would have to be in the past. They're the ones I'm really interested in, like Unova, like the Ultimate Dragon, and then I think Galar, like the Darkest Day stuff. I think that would be really cool. So I feel like they would have to, those 2 particular, probably why I really want them more than any of the other regions is because they're going to be set, I would imagine, in the past. What would be your dream dual typing for a new legendary pair? Ooh. Steel and I think a Steel legendary would that be too strong though? Steel's a pretty busted type. Okay, I'm not going to say Steel. I'm going to go with legendary box legendaries for the new gen. What is going to be a cool typing for them? I feel like they do Dragon too much, so I'm not going to go Dragon. We've only had 1 fairy, I think, and that's Xerneas. And all I've got in my head now, thanks to Wolf, is bug type. And I don't think we're going to get a bug type. Although it would be kind of cool. Bug month. Okay, I need to pick. I need to be decided. Okay, well, let's go dark. Okay, dark. I think dark and fairy are going to be the 2 types. So I would say dark steel for one of them and fairy fire for the other one. Fairy, Fire, Dark Steel. They'd be my 2 dual type-ins for the box art legendaries. That's what I hope for. Dark Steel, Fairy, Fire. That'd be kind of cool. Ryan, Fanto, Patrick, and thank you so much for the subs. Bulbasaur's the god, especially in Red and Blue. Yes, I do agree with you. Like, Bulba was my first start ever. I should really start with Bulba just to stay true to my original pick. When is Nintendo going live on YouTube? I think I'm following, but just typed in Nintendo and couldn't see it. It'll be on the Pokemon YouTube channel, Phoenix. Nothing's up yet, though, on there. So that we're still waiting on and that being published. So the video, there is no link to the live stream just yet. Nothing at all. So don't worry, you've not missed anything. but it will be on the official Pokemon channel. Tomato, you're not late, my friend, just in time. I'm good. How you doing? Happy Pokemon Day. I think what Pokemon should do is start at Gen 1 and let you keep playing through all the gens as the same character. Each gen would be a DLC. That would be wild. I think, like, as an end goal, like, product, to have, like, an online game that they just add DLCs, like, a new region to would be wild, and have a huge, like, Pokemon world. That would be, I think, the dream, right? 1 hour is when the presents will be going live. It's 1 o'clock right now, 2 p.m. UK time, and just convert that to wherever you are. But 1 hour from now, the presents will be happening, and in an hour and a half, we will know. We will have all of this. Like, there will be no more speculation. Well, there'll be more speculation because we'll have tidbits of information and other things, but we will know. We probably will know in an hour and a half's time. How crazy is this? An hour and a half's time, we probably will know Generation 10, if we're getting it, if we're not. Potentially new starter Pokemon, Champions, and all the other juicy stuff that we could be looking forward to this year. Hey Sirens, I'm disappointed in the fact that PLZA Shiny Hunting is all donut RNG. Yeah. It is. I mean, yeah, it is. Although there's some hunts in there that I did enjoy doing, like the legendary hunts, Latios, Latias, and the Swords of Justice as well were kind of fun. I was 15 when Red and Blue came out, and now my son, who is 14, is a huge fan. He started with Sun and Moon, hype for Fire Red and Leaf Green today. That is awesome. Fanto, I love that. I love that. And what a, like, it's, I've got my nephew, we got him for Christmas, so he got a Switch, and I was like, we should probably get him a Pokemon game, and I was like, okay, first Pokemon game, we could have got him Scarlet and Violet, but I thought, nah, let's go with Sword and Shield, and he loves it. He's had, like, the best time with it. He's just beat Leon, like, 2 weeks ago, and he's just having the best time, and I think for Easter, he's gonna, like, get the DLC, so the Crown Tundra, Isle of Armor, and then I guess you've got Scarlet and Violet to play through the summer before whatever comes next. But yeah, I love Sun and Moon being that first game that you play. That's such a cool one with the Tapus, the Ultra Beasts. That's a cool one. Very excited for Fire Red Leaf Green though as well. Thoughts on what Gen 10 gimmick might be? I would love to see, like, I've heard bits and bobs, but I would love to see some sort of fusion. That's mechanic, some gimmick about, like, fusing Pokemon together. We've had, like, fusions throughout, like, since, like, Gen 5, right? Where we had, like, Kyurem. Then we've had more of that as we went through. You got Calyrex with Glastria and Spectria and stuff like that. So we've had fusions in different generations, but we've never had it as a main gimmick that happens in battle, and I feel like that could happen at some point. That'd be a cool one I would love to see. So that's what I would say. Lewis, thank you so much for the sub. If you're joining us, I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Want Heart Gold, Soul Silver remakes? Definitely on the bingo list today. I don't know if we'd get them, but I really do hope we do. So this is our bingo. God, this is all about everything that we've got for today. If you think we should have something else on here in place of anything that we've already currently listed, let me know. I feel like we've got a few, like, freebies though still that we could probably replace with other ones. Kyurem, Reshiram raids today in Pogo. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign, David. What's to come? So fused Pokemon in raids and in Go. Pokemon Day could be a sign. Could be a sign. We had fusion in Gen 1 with Slowpoke and Shelter. That's so true, Moonpig. How do I even overlook that, right? The original fused Pokemon. When does the present start? In about an hour's time. So no North America stream. There will be. I just don't think they just haven't put the stream up yet. Don't panic though, because it's normally closer to the time, and we still got about an hour to go. So don't panic too much. I will keep checking the official YouTube page, the Pokemon one, But yeah, we've got nothing just yet. And another, like, if you want to keep, I think Jaw's pretty good. Cerebi too, if you want like notives about when it goes up, because Jaw will post out when that goes live. But at the moment, do not worry. Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Happy Pokemon Day. Long time no see. How are you feeling for today and what you're looking forward to, mate? Pokemon Go event instead of Snap 3. I feel bad for Lumpy if we get rid of Snap 3 though. I kind of agree though. I don't feel like there's much chance of getting Snap 3. I feel like that is not a tick off box. I just don't want to upset Lumpy by taking it out. Wash in Pandit, happy Pokemon Day to you as well, my friend. Thanks so much for joining the stream. When does it start? I should move this because we have a little timer, a countdown timer just down here. Just here. It's got the time right here with how long we've got left until the presents. But technically there's like 24 minutes before this in Japan goes live, and it's like a pre-show thing. So we'll watch that. Professor Orc, yes, Newcastle, Barcelona. How are you feeling? I'm excited for it, mate. I really want to try and get tickets to come to the new camp. I'm going to try. And if I come, then you can show me around Barcelona. Are you going to support the tune that night, though? I bet you're not. But my love, I woke up early thinking it was going to start in around, yeah, about 53 minutes. The issue with returning Mons is everyone uses the same Mons in every game. Gyarados, Crunch, Ice Fang, Waterfall, E-Quick, Adamant. Yeah, I mean, when you've got like these really strong Pokemon, you're going to use them, right? Morel, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I won't panic. Panicking Pokemon Day. Here we go. Here we go, mate. No panic. No need to panic. We're going to get... I think this is going to be probably the best... I feel like it's going to be the best presents that we're going to have. Riley, welcome to the Squirtle Squad. Mate, thank you so much. I appreciate it. As always, my friend. Waiting for Fire Red to be live. It's past midnight on the 28th in Australia now. I think it goes live half an hour after the presents finishes. So presents should finish around 2:30 UK time. I think 3 p.m. is when it's set to go live. It might go live straight after. Cannot support the team that night. Sorry, mate. No, I know. How do you feel though? Do you think it's going to be an easy one for Barca, or do you think it's going to be tough? I think we're in better form than we played you earlier in the season, so I think we've got a chance. I think we have. 30 years of Pokemon, 10 generations, and people still glaze Charizard and Lucario. Still, it will continue. You could go another 20 years and it'll still happen. Want to buy Isaac, but no. Well, yeah, I would actually, mate. I would take him right now if I could. Yeah, even injured. We'll do a swap deal for Weezer and some money, yeah. The return of late streams was my new year's resolution. May, I'm looking forward to jumping in with Fire Red. Like I say, depending on what they announce today, we'll definitely be streaming Fire Red and Leaf Green. I just don't know what time today, so we'll make a start with that today. That 500 $Pokédollar Magikarp. Don't forget about it. There is the Magikarp that you can pick up in Fire Red and Leaf Green just before Mount Moon. $500. You can shiny hunt that as well, although I don't know if it's the best way to shiny hunt a Magikarp. Newcastle is going to be tough out, but like our lads, gone a long way in this edition of the tournament. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of established staples in this tour, so we'll see. Did you see the poll in the UK where Charmander was the most popular Gen 1 starter, even if they include Pikachu? Wow, it doesn't surprise. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You know, everywhere the Charmander Charizard tax is everywhere. Switch to Pokemon Wind and Waves edition. I'm conflicted on the possibility since I just recently picked up a Switch 2 Gen 10 announcement today. Are we going to replace Snap 3 or are we going to leave it there? I feel like it's a dead slot. And Lumpy, I'm sorry, mate. Sorry. Watching the Super Bowl Pokemon ad, I was confused as to why Lamine Yamal decided 100% Zygarde was his perfect partner. Yeah, it's a wild one. It wouldn't have been one I would have put with Yamal. I don't know actually which Pokemon. I probably would have put something like Galarian Zapdos or something like that. Galarian Moltres. I don't know. Yeah, but Zygarde. I mean, it's uber powerful, right? New Pokemon movie with debut of new Pokemon. That would be kind of cool. Actually, a movie is a good shout because didn't we get like, there was a rumor about a new movie, was it last year? And we got like nothing. NM, thank you so much for the sub. Scarlet and Violet asked for an update as I booted it up, so I might be getting something. Ah, that's interesting. I haven't seen that. Any update? Let me have a quick look. Scarlet and Violet. What would that be for then? Which version would that be? I wonder. Or is it just because you haven't played Scarlet and Violet for like a while and it's just the most recent update rather than a new one? New TCG stuff. Something about Pokemon Adventures manga. Zach. I know, I want to put it down, although I feel like it's just as justified as Snap 3, right? Did you say Champions League draw? Annual Real City Traditional is back, baby. I haven't seen all of it. You guys have been mentioning odd draws that have come out from it, though. I know that Newcastle have got Barca. Garchomp is a special dragon type. Nasty Plot, Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor, Fire Blast. It will be a special. You know if you know. Anyway to boost shiny odds and Fire Red Leaf Green. No, Robert. Unfortunately not. Everything is those base odds 1 in 8,192, which is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. There's not an easy way to hunt in those games. You gotta just hope you get lucky with a lot of those hunts. Play Snap 3 with Cheese Whiz and Pokemon. You know, I've been to the States like twice now since that Cheese Whiz first came up, and I still have not had Cheese Whiz. I failed you guys so many times. Do you think it's possible to have another Legends EA DLC? If I'm honest, no. I think we're done with ZA. Like, as much as I would like another DLC, I don't think we're gonna get another one. But this is why, like, this is why it would be so wild if they announced something, like, just sideballed it today, you know? Why is the 30th birthday so short? No concert, no specials, not even 30 minutes to fill. Such a big day. I think it will be, so the presents is 25 minutes, and I think we're gonna have, like, starting in 17 minutes, a pre-show that's gonna run for 30 minutes. But that's just on the Japanese Pokemon YouTube channel. But yeah, I agree. There should be more. Never Melt Ice, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. It's been a while, my friend. I hope you're well. A DLC for the rest of Kalos would be amazing. No more ZA. I don't know. I would like more ZA stuff, but I don't think we're going to get any more. Has the UK got a lot of hype about Wrexham because of the show? A lot of people in the US know about them. I think because they're like, I think they stand a really good chance of getting to the Premier League. And like, they're always a team that, like, Premier League teams, I think, want to get in the cup draw. So, yeah. I think it'll only keep getting bigger and bigger. And definitely the show helped as well. But I hope they're a Prem team at some point. And no, FIFA Wolf, the drone show was earlier on. We started off with it. I mean, we played the life out of it. It was about 9 minutes long, the drone show that they did. So that was about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I think that was kind of the start to lead into it. Did anyone else get someone in Japan to wait for them tomorrow morning for the limited edition bundle? Oh, mate, I tried looking at the pre-orders earlier today, and I just, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick those up, and I cannot justify like paying scalper prices for it, which inevitably be the only way I realistically get it. Ajam, I have £40 voucher for CEX in the UK. I want to use it for Pokemon games as never had a Switch Pokemon. Anyone advise what to get? Sword and Shield, Arceus, Scarlet, Violet, Pikachu, Violet Diamond. Wow. Okay, £40. Okay, chat, here we go. You've got £40 in credit at a secondhand video game store, what Pokemon game, if you can only buy one, you could maybe get two for $4. Could you get two? Probably not. You probably get one Switch game. Pokemon one. Which one are we getting? Scarlet and Violet? I feel like Scarlet and Violet's a good one. Legends Arceus as well. Legends Arceus. Okay, there's a lot for Legends Arceus. Scarlet and Violet. Feel like they're around £35 each. Yeah. It depends. Which Pokemon games have you played in the past? Because I think if you've played a lot of the mainline series, I don't know if Legends Arceus is the one to jump back into the series with, because it's so different from all the other games. It's an amazing game. It's an absolutely amazing game, and you would not regret buying it. But I just think, is a re-entry into the series, is it better to go with Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet? Maybe Scarlet and Violet you cannot go wrong with. I think it's a great game. Can pull out money and use Game Share. Yes, Game Share. Arceus doesn't have the trading Evo. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, it's got some nice quality of life updates there. We don't use it, but when talking about Legends Arceus, Scarlet and Violet has a lot of hours of gameplay without DLC. That is true. The right answer is depends on what you want. That is the answer. Scarlet, I would say then, I think common consensus chat is Scarlet and Violet if you want a more modern game, and Legends Arceus if you want a really cool experience. It's a bit different of a Pokemon game. So they're the two. Sword and Shield were not as good as Scarlet and Violet. I'd agree with that. I like Sword and Shield a lot, but I think Scarlet and Violet were definitely better. Sword and Shield, I'd say, because it's close to under the OG games, in my opinion. Brady, thank you so much for the super chat, mate. If it's anything to go off, I just said it like a few minutes ago. My nephew got his first Switch at Christmas, and he's never played Pokemon before. Likes it, knows about it, and I got him Pokemon Sword and Shield, and he's 6. And he's had the best time ever in it, and he's like addicted to and off the back of it, a school friend of his ended up getting Sword and Shield as well, and they're like just totally like best of buddies at school, loving life, having the best time with Sword and Shield. So there is that one as well, so it's an option. I think the baseline is you can't go wrong. I think if you go Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, or Legends Arceus, you're gonna have a great time in any of them. Idea for the bingo: control your Pokemon in Gen 10. The Synchro Machine might be a beta test. Celis, I think you are onto something there. Yeah, why have they, like, that is something I completely forgot about. Yeah, maybe that's gonna have a big part in this new game. I will say the new battle system in ZA is amazing. I love it. I love the real-time battles in ZA. It's so different. It's real, like those little tweaks that they make to these Legends games. I really love. Correction, my favorite Pokemon game of all time is Emerald. Can't go wrong with Emerald. Emerald's just so good. I've done 870 hours in ZA and Q in Arceus. Wow. 1200 in Arceus. Which one do you prefer then? I'd say they're so different to compare them as I feel like it's a tough. I don't know if I would ever compare them like as similar games to be like this one's better than the other. I just think they're such different experiences. Legends here was very different, but it runs as smooth as butter. This is so true. Yeah. Legends here is a very good game, but it's so different. Like my nephew was wants to get ZA because it's like the new game now. They feel like they've done most of the stuff in Sword and Shield, and I'm like, we got post game stuff to worry about. Don't think about like ZA just yet. And I think ZA is a bit more of a. It's so different. I don't know if it would be. Again, I think Scarlet and Violet be the next step. ZA with buying as I've only got a normal Switch. Yeah, it still runs on Switch 1. Super nice. It's definitely, you can notice the difference to Switch 2, but it's not that big. Never completed ZA, it just wasn't for me. So many people say that, you know. I feel like that's just such a, like, more recently when I speak to people about ZA, they've just dropped it immediately and just haven't gone back to it, which is kind of sad. I wonder if it's one of those games where over time people will go back to and will appreciate it a little bit more. Sword and Shield expansions, Dynamax Adventures was amazing. One of the things that I can recall. The Sword and Shield DLCs were great. They nailed the DLCs. Isle of Armor was really small, but I think it was good. And then you had the Crown Tundra, which was really cool. And Dynamax Adventures was such a great facility. Something like that we just never got the equivalent of in Scarlet and Violet, which is kind of sad. Like getting the legendary Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet was a bit of a letdown compared to like what we've had in the past. Still haven't finished ZA DLC. The grind is just too excessive. And like the grind loop in the DLC is not that fun either. I feel like they could have maybe made it a little bit different. I feel like it's very repetitive. Wouldn't it be great if all Pokemon games on the Switch 2 had a free Switch 2 upgrade today? That would be amazing, yeah. Legends Arceus. I don't know. BDSP got a bit of an update, didn't it? It didn't get a Switch 2 edition, but it got an update, didn't it? People, the timer for the presents is literally on the screen. Yeah, it is small. I understand if people are missing it, but there is a timer. If anyone's wondering, when it does start, we do have a little timer down here that is counting down to when the direct is going to start. So, okay. Final call. Lumpy, I'm sorry, mate. We're going to remove Snap 3. We're going to replace it with something else. Anyone got any suggestions? I feel like Pokemon movie, new Pokemon movie is what I would go with. But I am happy to change this up. So that would be for the last slot. New Pokemon movie. I feel like that kind of covers Detective Pikachu 2, which could come out, or just a new anime movie. I'm guessing Grass, Fire, and Water. Pokemon movie. Go Cafe remakes. I feel like they like gimmies though. Still in it. The Pokemon Go. We've got kind of Pokemon Go stuff here. New megas in Pokemon Go. So I feel like we cover Pokemon Go there. I feel like a new TCG set. We know we're going to get one. So I feel like I'm kind of cheating with that slot as well. I want to go a little bit more like wild card picks here. Like stuff that you guys want to see. Like I'm sure everyone wants to see a new TCG set or a new Pokemon Go event. But we know we're going to get those. And they're probably going to be included briefly. Alec, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you, my friend. All is good on my side, and hopefully the same on you, mate. And you're having a great Pokemon Day. Happy Pokemon Day. Gen 11 announcement. There we go. That's the wildest of wild cards. Concierge. That's a good one, I feel. Gen 5 remake. We got that up here. New Pokemon anime series. That's not a bad shout. I think that's not a bad shout. Obviously, Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Ranger is a good shout as well. We've got new mystery dungeon games. So Pokemon Ranger would be kind of cool. New Poké Walker gimmick. Could you imagine if they announced Hot Gold Soul Silver and we got like the bundle, a physical bundle with Hot Gold Soul Silver, and they came with a brand new Poké Walker that's synced up with your Switch 2? That'd be wild. I've actually, weirdly enough, I have my original Poké Walker. I've been using it recently. So I think I've got an Ampharos in here. Don't know if it will it boot up. There we go. There's my little Ampharos. Done 0 steps today because I should take it out when I run. But yeah, there we go. If we got one of these little things, that would be so cool. That would connect up to the Switch. That would be wild. Pokepark 3, red, blue, yellow on NSO compatible Stadium 1 and 2. That would be good. I don't know if they'll do it now though. I think Pokemon and Game Freak have been so resistant to put anything on the NSO when they know they can put it on the eShop and charge for it, and then they're not going to have. Because I think the NSO, you can save scum on that, and I think that's what they want to try and avoid. So I don't see any of the mainline series going on the NSO. I think they'll all be eShop. But yeah, red, blue, and yellow on the eShop would be cool. Switch 2 Pokemon Edition, that would be wild. I'd love to. I'm wearing my Poké Walker right now. Nice, Soul Spots. That's awesome, mate. Love it. Poké Walker, man. Such an underrated accessory as well. Pokemon Stadium remakes and updated. See black and white. Tile black and white 0 would be amazing with the original dragon. The original dragon story would be wild. Kills of Darkness remake, I think, is possible. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Like a Switch version of that. Like Switch 2, yeah. Switch watch faces for Apple Watch. When I had an Apple Watch, there was some cool, like, little Pokemon. There was a Pokemon. It was a Poketch overlay you could have. I had it on my Apple Watch. It was really cool. Wasn't there an official science experiment on different pedometers and the Pokewalker was the best and most accurate? Really? I never knew that. It's wild. There's a way you can shiny hunt on these as well, which is crazy because I like originally when you got these, everything that you got from them was shiny locked. But there is a way to take the shiny lock off so you can actually get shinies on this, but I think it involves kind of hacking this, so you've got to connect it up with like a Game Shark. I don't know the details, but I've heard people doing it and getting shinies off it, which is really cool. I always like the idea of thinking you could get something in your Pokewalker and find a shiny from it, because I think they're the base odds as well, and you can get some really cool like unique Pokemon with like, I think, unique moves available through that only. Like move tutor moves and stuff like that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited for you, PoPia? I'd say like 8.59. I'm worried that Champions is going to drop around the same time. And I feel like if I have to make a choice between two, I'm going to have to bench PoPia and go straight into Champions. Which I'm like, I just hope there's enough time for doing all the PoPia stuff, enjoying that, and then Champions comes after it, which would be nice. Johnny Hacks, how you doing, mate? It's time. It's time. I think this is starting in 3 minutes. The Japanese one. I don't think it's on the official or the US site. Okay. We need to fill in this tile. No, this is not. Ooh, there we go. It's on the official site now. So that's going live at 2 o'clock. Okay, so it's on the official site now. Let's take the bingo card down so we can see here. Right, Pokemon Presents upcoming at 2 o'clock. So here we go. And then we've got the one on the Japanese site, which is going to start in like a moment. Literally a couple of minutes time. This one starts 2 minutes. So this is just the exclusive on the Japanese site. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can sit and watch this one. I'll knock the music off. And then we can listen to the music here. And then, hopefully, when this one goes live, we can get the levels right and we'll be ready for the presents when it drops. And I don't think we got anything new. Right, let's go. Can't wait. Can't wait. How about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Should we just go with that? I need that last bingo slot filled in. We've got one space filled like blank. So what have we had? Pokemon Ranger, Pokemon Mystery. We've got Mystery Dungeon already. ZA expansion. Do you play other consoles and games? I'm a huge Nintendo gamer. I had all consoles. I'm pretty much a Nintendo fanboy, which is like, over the years I've obviously played PlayStation, had PlayStations, but majority of the consoles I play on Nintendo. I do play other games though when I have a chance to. A lot of the time I'm kind of locked in with Pokemon and doing stuff there, or playing all the games for content, but yeah, I do play other stuff as well. Team Rocket game, that would be wild. Come on, don't tease me like that. Pokemon movie, PoPia just sitting in the home screen taunt. I know, I've been saying the same with like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I need to pre-order PoPia though and get that on there. The longer I leave it though, the more time I'm not looking at that tile and being like, come on, I need to play it. Magikarp jump. New switch to Pokemon Edition. That would be wild. Okay, this is starting. We need to lock in. What are we going with? What are we going with? I think we go with... I had a Dreamcast. Alec, one of the best, most underrated consoles ever. Right, I'm just going to go with Pokemon movie. We'll go with that. New Pokemon movie or anime? There we go. Okay, we're locked in. We're locked in with the bingo card now. This is not the actual presents that's starting, by the way. This is just a pre-show that's up on the Japanese YouTube channel. So we can have a look at that. Team Rocket as the villains for Gen 10. That Brady, I hope, I pray. Thank you again for the super chat, my friend. And I pray that we get... I would love Team Rocket to come back. Their original, like, bad guy team. And it would be cool to have them back in some sort of iteration. Just, yeah, that would be amazing. So Denchik, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. So yeah, you can see the present starts in 29 minutes, 50 seconds. New Pokemon movie. Oh, so this is just, okay, cool. We're just going through all 1,025 Pokemon. I'm going to do it in 30 minutes as we lead up to the presents. How are the levels for this? Can you guys hear the music all right? I don't want it to be like overbearing, but I also kind of want you to hear if you want to hear. Turn it up a bit. Has there been any news on Legends EA and Home Update? Nothing that I know about yet, but the presents is still to come. So we might get stuff there. And Mega JSK, which start are you picking in Fire Red Leaf Green on the Switch? Probably Charmander. I think I want to shiny hunt it. I feel bad. Every time I say that, I'm like, I should be picking Bulbasaur. And sorry to all you Squirtle fans out there. What about yourself, mate? Start are you going for? Rainbow Rocket returns. A bit more audio on the vid. Give us 10% more. There we go. How's that? Happy Pokemon Day, Jason. What if they are up to 1,025 Pokemon after the countdown? I don't know. I guess they fill with their favorites. It's a cool little pre-show though. On the hard route, going Charmander. Yeah, Charmander. I think it means that you have to kind of really... You really essentially need a Mankey on route 4. I don't know. But it's just to the west of Viridian. To make Brock a bit easier. Because I don't know how confident I would be relying on Metal Claw with Charmander to take down Brock. I feel like you'd need to be like way over leveled. Will Papa Hefe exploits for the Switch? But well, I don't know. I'm sure Papa and Emma Blessy will probably do some RNG manip stuff and see how it like what the changeover's like between like original hardware and Switch, and see if we can still do those things. I'm sure. Keep an eye on those guys' channels because they'll be the people to kind of put stuff out as soon as possible with those in mind, you know. Hopefully they announce the real closure of Ash's journeys. I would love to see Ash come back and like have a wrap-up series or just a continuation, you know. Imagine if you could customize your Pokemon and win. Could you imagine? It'd be wild. Imagine if there's an I could always see them doing this as well. You got like shiny Pokemon, and then I always like, I wonder if there'll ever come a point where they have an extra rarity, like a shiny, like a different colored shiny. So there's 2 shiny variations. One's like rare and then one's super rare. I wonder if they'll ever do that. I know Aces and Fire Red Leaf Green, yes. I hope we can still soft reset to menu rather than close the Switch app. Yeah, it'd be great, Banjo, if there is a soft reset feature rather than having to close it down and then boot back into it. Although it might be quick. That's my only thing. I'm hoping it's quick. But if there's a soft reset function, that'll be like a game changer. Because really, if it probably will be, it's going to be maybe slower than physical hardware. Because the GBA is pretty quick at booting up and getting into the game. With the Switch, if you're coming out, closing that, and then going back into it, is it going to be a little bit slower? Maybe soft resetting on it. Who knows? Well, we'll find out very soon, though. They did ultra rare with the square shinies. Yeah, I just think, Jeff, like, I really love like square and star shinies, but I just think like if they do like an extra color variation, because like I think some Pokemon need it, right? We all kind of complain about like Gengar shiny, Garchomp shiny, and just be like, why? Or like Armarouge, Cerilege. I just feel like with some Pokemon they could be spiced up a little bit, and the ultra rares are like just an actual variation that looks cool. Like Goldengo could be like silver, right? But it's even rarer, and the odds are like original base odds, you know, like I guess to make them actually really difficult to get. Ken, how you doing, mate? Happy Pokemon Day. It has been a while. I hope you're well. 24 minutes to go till the presents. This is the pre-show on the Japanese YouTube channel right now. So this is just like a little lead-in before the presents to celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Scott, oh, they should have a Pokemon where the most common is the shiny and the rare one is the normal colors. I'm sure there's like a fan-made game out there somewhere that's done that. Dragonite's puke green. Yeah, we need like the Dragonite. I mean, Mega Dragonite shiny is amazing. It's a great shiny. They definitely did well there. Please change Tandemaus. Yeah, Tandemaus is another perfect example, right? So Japan Pro Baseball is collaborating with Pokemon this year. Our team, Toku Rakuten Eagles, is getting a Bravery merch. Oh wow, that's wild. That merch is going to be so cool. I'm hoping that they do like some collaboration with the World Cup. I'm sure they will, but that'll be cool because I think the last time they did a collab with the World Cup, the Japan national team had like special like Pokemon themed like national shirts, and they were so cool, and I really regret not picking one up at the time. So if they do anything similar this year for the World Cup, that'd be so cool. Would be awesome if shiny Pokemon fixed updated. I'll die on that hill. That Zekrom and Reshiram shiny should have been them swapping colors. Exactly that. Like the fact that I like Zekrom shiny in a lot of ways, but it could have been so much better. Like just the green eyes and the green glow is like, it's not really enough, is it? Especially for a legendary, when you think like, look at Solgaleo. Like they went to town on Solgaleo Lunala. They made them look amazing shinies, and then there's Zekrom just like, dude, I'm a shiny over here. You might not have noticed. It's like, yeah, come on. We could have done better. So it gives them a chance, I guess, if they ever decide to go down that route, that they could like revise some of the shinies. But then would that make like, I don't know. You know, it's like a weird analogy is like a bag of like sweet, like Skittles, right? You've got the yellow and the green ones, which like barely anyone likes, but like, if you don't have the red and the green ones, you just have the red ones, and the red ones aren't as good without those bad ones. So you need to have the bad ones to make the good ones good. I don't know if that would affect it as well. Go big Pika, Pika boy. League Man, how are we doing? I hope you're well. Happy Pokemon Day. Do you think there will ever be something that has every region Elite Four champion in? I hope so, mate. I would love to see something like that. Be such a huge game. Could you imagine? It'd be wild. So wild. I'd imagine it'd be like a big online game. They might do at some point. Might be like the end goal with where they get to, you know? A huge Pokemon world. I'll be playing Fire Red all day and Leaf Green later. Hoping Nintendo announces a limited edition Switch 2 for me to get my hands on. Still have my 20th 3DS. Wow. Those 3DSs were just incredible. Getting a hold of those now is just impossible. Yeah, a Pokemon themed Switch 2 would be Amazing. It's quite possible that we get one today. Could happen, could happen. Gone for Bulba in leaf green. Perfect choice. Are you going to play as red or as leaf though? I feel like I'm going to play as leaf in whichever PoPia I go as. I'm going to shiny hunt for a soul for the whole team. Source God. I think that's what I plan on doing. I would like to do a shiny badge quest. So a shiny before each gym that we do. But I think if I go Charmander, it means I probably have to get 2 shinies before Brock, which isn't a bad thing because I would actually like, if I like combine it with a shiny badge quest, shiny dream team, I've always wanted to shiny hunt Pikachu in Viridian Forest. It's not the easiest because it's a 5% encounter rate, but we could do that. And that doesn't help me against Brock though either. So just to shiny hunt my whole team before we actually begin the game. Every Pokemon becomes a Dondozo. I feel so old. Played the originals 30 years ago, Ken. I know that feeling, mate. Scarlet and Violet Switch OLED was amazing. One of my favorite Sirens. If they drop Pokemon Switch 2, I'm a cry. I have to sell mine to get that one. I'd probably do that with my Switch 2. I think I would sell it and get the new one. There we go. Sorry, friends. I just had a call and I just want to text to see if there's anything seriously wrong. I believe this will be the first time I watch Pokemon Presents live. How are you feeling for it? Are you excited for it? What are you hoping for? My OG Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance still work. Best consoles. Best consoles. GBA is like such a peak console, I feel. I'm waiting to see the new Pokemons. Hopefully new starters. They got all the best tunes in this as well. That's how they are showcasing the badges for each gen. Here we go, the Dynamaxes. I love this remix. Boo, 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 Sword and Shield. I can't believe the ports are finally here after waiting for it for years. I know, right? I need to just get my Switch 2 out just to check that they're not available right now. Let's see, let's test it. Check in. No. Still not yet. Sync up the clock. I know, I feel like it's like so wonky. I can't go into it now because it's like I set it up earlier to be like, I feel like theirs is wrong. Even though they're the official Pokemon site. Because they specifically set mine for 2 PM. When it should be going live, but yeah. And we're like 10 seconds ahead of them. I wonder if it's because they need that like extra 10 seconds to switch over to the presents. Just keep opening up the Pokeball in the tower. I think I got a short going up today. Yeah, it should. I should probably put it up now. I should put that live now, to be fair. But it's quite handy for Fire Red Leaf Green. It's like early game money farming. If you don't know about it already, then it's actually really, really useful. It's like you can farm nuggets early in the game. On Nugget Bridge. Probably a good time to just chuck it up. I think it was scheduled to drop at 2:30. So I'll chuck it up now. There we go. Okay. Fun fact, I had Pokemon Yellow Edition Game Boy Color. Wow. See, I've got one on my shelf, but it's a reshell. I never had the original Pokemon Yellow Game Boy Color. That was such a cool one. I was so jealous of friends that had it. I gave it to my friend when I got a Game Boy Advance. He painted over it. Oh, what? No, that's not a good friend. Will, I'd have been like, give me that back. Oh. Why would you ever paint over it? That's crazy. It's crazy. Have a day off work today, playing Mario Tennis Fever while listening to your stream. My first ever Pokemon stream. Can't believe I'm not played this franchise. Hope you're enjoying the day so far, mate. And Mario Tennis, great game as well. Hope you're enjoying that. And thank you so much for the support, the live stream, for being here. And yeah, not got long, 15 minutes to go, and then we are going to have that presents, which is just so hype. You still won't be able to afford that down bike. Yes, Leon. New Pokemon soundtrack done by Andrew WK. Can you imagine, Lumpy? That would be that. I would be all over that. Party Hard. Party Hard Part 2. Pokemon Indigo League and the first movie will be streaming on Pluto TV and Roku Live Pokemon channel all day. Wow. Indigo League. Man, I still get upset that Ash didn't win that. But then it would have been too soon. Too soon for Ash. I would have always liked Richie to come back at some point though. That whole Richie storyline never really ended. And AJ as well. What happened to AJ, the trainer with the Sandshrew? Where did that dude go? I feel like he should have been at the Pokemon League. So many of those like odd loose end stories that were like really, they stuck in my mind from watching them as a kid, that just we never got the finished story with us. Do you think they will do a later drop for Switch 1? What, of Gen 10? I don't know, maybe. I think they would probably like to, but I don't know if like Nintendo would want them to. Because like the whole reason like Nintendo want Pokemon to put more Pokemon games out on their latest console to sell consoles. So I feel like they kind of probably force Pokemon's hand in a lot of ways, and are like, nah, we're not doing it on Switch 1. You had ZA. So maybe Gen 10 is just going to be Switch 2. It'd be great if it was for both. Galar fossils. Oh no, Sirens. I really like the fossils in Sword and Shield. What was always funny to me was Ash always entered these tournaments with first stage mons. He didn't deserve to win. That's so true, Joshua. Yeah, everyone else has like trained their team for like a good amount of time, and Ash just, yeah, it's all right. I got my Krabby, and then just wings it by like getting evolutions through the tournament. I want next gen Switch 2 only, so it doesn't get held back. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point as well. Dracovish is like the most broken mon ever, man. Dracovish, such a cool Pokemon. Vicious Rend as well, like the most ridiculous of moves. Hisuian Sneasel looked a bit crazed there. Missing them. Switch 2 has a bad battery compared to the OLED Switch. Seeing OLED Switch 2 with a bigger battery and larger screen. They'll definitely drop an OLED Switch 2 at some point, won't they? Or a Switch 2 Pro or something like that, which will have the OLED screen. It's like inevitable. They'll do it at some point. But after they've done like the Switch 2 edition, Pokemon edition, Switch 2 like Zelda edition, and all the rest as well. I'm surprised they've not got one for, like they've not done a Zelda edition, anything for the 40th anniversary of Zelda this year so far. I mean, there's still plenty of time, but wish Pokemon could evolve mid-battle like in the anime. It'd be cool if that happened, wouldn't it? It'd be kind of cool if you start out with the base form, and like as you went through the battle, you could evolve them. It's the random Ditto that keeps popping up, Richard, that keeps getting me. The Ditto Pika. Siren's Wolfie kissing his Incineroar while he's Wolfie chilling with Incineroar and Dracovish. Perfect day. Got my Switch 2, and yeah, it's on charge 90% of the time because the battery dies. I missed the OLED. I gotta be honest, I never really play my Switch 2 in handheld that often. It's like, and I haven't played a tournament where it would be like, okay, this is a good tester for how good this is. But I just haven't had the chance to play a tournament with it. Be like, okay, I definitely feel like it probably is worse than the OLED though. I feel like it should be better though. getting close. 11 minutes. Nearly there. Nearly there, chat. Sean, thanks so much for the sub. Your TV you switch to? No, I have it hooked up to my monitors here. So like literally just like through my PC. I'm really bad because I generally like don't experience my Switch 2 on an actual big TV at all. It's like just on my PC monitors that I've got here is where I normally. And then if I do ever take it out, it's like maybe when I'm like doing a commute to London on the train and I'll play it for a bit there. But that like train journey is like an hour and a half. So it's not like a good amount of time to kind of get a good feel for like the battery. UDM17, how are you doing, mate? 51 months members. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Cannot thank you enough. And so excited for this. Can't wait for it to begin. Happy Pokemon Day, my friend. And great to see you as always. What are you hoping for? What's like your big wish for today? If needed to beat the Pokemon League, I would use Lucario, Greninja, Garchomp, Charizard, Gardevoir, and Raichu. Banger team. Typical British man. Love it. Love it. I'd love to watch a Switch 2. My son has the little Switch in yellow. He loves it. I like, yeah, I think like I hopefully they do some like variations of it. I've seen some concept art, but the concept art they did for the ZA version of the Switch 2 or the Switch was like banger. They need to get on it. Switch had a little thing called Iron Switch Up. Is a 11.6 inch screen. GP just did video on it. No way. That's wild. How have I never even heard of that? It's a PC master over here. Get a load of this guy. Oh yeah. It's me. I need to. The only time I play original Switch in the lounge on the TV, but never. Yeah. It's bad because I should experience like the games always look better on TV than they do on these like little monitors I have, and it's normally in OBS as well, which is even more cramped. Definitely going to be adding Nidoking to my team on Leaf Green. What about you? Yes, Phoenix. I really want to so I want to do a shiny badge quest, and like Nidoking's definitely a shiny that I would love to get. You can get it on Route 3 just before Mount Moon. Its encounter rate's not terrible. So Leaf Green, you can get both of them in both versions, but like, so in Fire Red, Nidorina is like a 1% encounter rate and vice versa in each game. But I would love to. I think Nidoking's a great one. It's just such a good ground type to have, and it's so versatile. I feel like a solid member of the team. Size monitors. So these are like 27, 20, around 27 inch, I think, because I was looking at 32, but I was like, that's just too big to have two of those. So it felt way over the top. So I went down. I think that whatever the size down, I'm so bad with knowing the generic sizing of things, but whatever was the next one down from 32 inch. Do you think there will be a new evolution? I hope so. Easy Chew Ties. I think it's like the perfect time for it, right? There's no better time than like Gen 10 coming out, potentially 30th anniversary. It completes the cycle of like that physical special split. Like, just give us that. Give us that new evolution. And it would be such a cool Pokemon to like either tease in Champions as a new Pokemon that will be coming in Gen 10, or just tease it as a new Pokemon in whatever the new game's going to be. Well, Les, how are you doing, mate? Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Hey, Osiris, long time no stream. How are you doing, mate? Happy Pokemon Day as well. This may be one of the most hype presents ever. Here's hoping for Gen 10, Emerald Port, or even new Pokemon movie. Let's go, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it, mate. I think it's possible, like really possible for all of those things that you listed to actually happen as well. Like, I'm convinced that we're going to get Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And it would be such a banger announcement to get it today as well. So it would be so cool. But like, maybe we have to wait, like it's coming out in like what, May time. We get Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald coming in May, or coming soon, or something like that. Just that drop would be so cool. Sneaky, how are you doing? Much love from the Netherlands. How you doing, my friend? And happy Pokemon Day to you. Keep up the great content. Thank you, mate. And I really appreciate the support. I gotta say as well, I don't know how you guys feel. I think like Area Zero is probably one of the coolest soundtracks like that we've had in any Pokemon game. Like, to fit the area and the theme of the Pokemon that you get down there. It's such a cool addition. One of my favorite parts about Scarlet and Violet. The only thing I'm disappointed in is Pokemon Anime is we won't know if Ash's father is still a mystery. Maybe if Ash comes back though, maybe we get that nugget, that answer. Emerald with multi-link. Oh, could you imagine? That would be crazy. Wonder if they'll be stopped doing regional variants, just replace them with divergent species. Maybe that's the direction they're going. Be kind of sad. I do like a lot of the regional variants that we get, so it'd be kind of sad to not get any more in future. Love getting stuck in the works meeting and it running over time just in time to leave. Yeah. Just leave my internet cut out. I'll be missing the presents. Good plan, mate. I like the planning ahead to make sure you don't miss it. Too important. I need to enter the office, but I really don't want to. Johnny, just say you need to go to like the bathroom, dude. I remember when I used to work in the hospital, and I remember one year the presents was happening, and I literally was like, yeah, I must have eaten something bad. And then just went and watched the present. Thankfully it was like a shorter one. I think it was only like 12 or 13 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. You could pull it. Pokemon Home PLZA rewards has to be shiny as floated, or shiny Zygarde would be wild. I kind of hope that we get like shiny Hooper or Volcanion as the reward for the ZA decks. You could get like shiny Hooper and Volcanion for both. You could get like one for the main ZA decks and then the DLC decks as well. Area Zero versus Xena and Ultra Necrozma. Top 3. Ultra Necrozma track is just one of the best. You know what Pokemon line I missed? Taylor and Swellow. Or Les. Great line. Swellows and Taylor. Such cool Pokemon. I do love them. I'm with you there. It's 40 minutes bathroom break. It might be a bit of a stretch. I mean, you could go for the first like 10 minutes, come back and then do like, and be like, I'm still not right. Yeah, I don't know how you're going to pull it, dude. It could be true though. You could just be having a really bad time. And who are they to judge, man? That's you just throw it back. I want to see Ultra Necrozma versus Mega Rayquaza, Eternamax, wow, and Arceus. Let them fight. That'd be wild to see, wouldn't it? And like all mechanics as well available. Ash's own father travel back in time with Dale, get to meet Pikachu and to stop Mewtwo. Scott, oh, there's a theory for you. Scarlet and Violet are awesome, guys. I had a blast playing them. Scarlet and Violet are banger games. They're really good. I think they're definitely one of the best in the franchise. I feel they're definitely up there. Why is it? Come on, don't do this to us. Was that just to sync up the timer? We're getting very close though. Kind of hint now. These 3 hours have flown by, chat. Thank you so much for joining me and making the time fly and just having a great time in the run up to it. Scott, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Rad Dad has returned like a phoenix. Rad Dad, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Thanks for hopping in, joining. Legends Horn. Could you imagine if they announced like another Legends game on the horizon? I think I'd lose my mind. Especially if it's one of the one like Unova, Galar, even Horn. Horn would be another one that would be like banger. One of the ones where we're going to be going back in the past and like delving into more lore. Technically fossils or paradox mons, but past paradox. Kind of true, yeah. Does that mean like the Sword and Shield fossils are future paradox because they've been kind of weirdly put together? Hope they have something for the Switch too, except PoPia. I feel like we will. I feel like they're gonna have like they're gonna have a curveball of some sort that we just do not and have not expected. Pokemon Legends, Alola, wow, that would be wild. Where are you in other dimensions and start with Poipole? Like set in the future, that would be wild. That's a really cool concept. I'd love something like that. One Legends Kyurem, give us the original dragon. We need it. We haven't revisited Horn in a long time. No. And I feel like if we get Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, could set something up, Les. If we get those ports, I think we need another Sinnoh game. You think we'll get Let's Go Johto? I hope so. Like, I'm down for all of these suggestions. I really hope we do get something though. 1 minute, chat. 1 minute to go. Pokemon Legends UB. Might be a strange question. And as a newbie, why do they release 2 at a time? Is it a money thing? Yeah, pretty much. Most of the time, it's a money. They'll sell more copies because you'll have version exclusives on both, and then they end up selling. People normally will buy both copies as well. A lot of the time, not everyone, but yeah, they generally. That's why. Lock in. Go to the US stream. 60 seconds. I'm gonna just refresh it. Three, two, one. Ooh. No, it's not starting yet. Here, is it? Wow, it is. I don't really want to... why is this one not starting? The Japanese one's gone straight into the presents. I kind of... Okay, we've got it open on the US one. We'll keep that one there. We'll just watch this. Because this one has not started yet. I think they'll sync up. They should probably go. They start. Right. Okay. We can't do that. It's starting on the US one now. We're good. Oh man. None that the Japanese one's already ahead of time. I will put the volume up, chat. I'll not put it up now because this is always like way too loud. Joel, thanks for hopping in, joining me. Happy Pokemon Day to you. I will put the volume up, guys. Do not worry. Up the tune. 50, yes, mate. Barca in the Champions League. Here we go, chat. Pokemon Day hype. What are we going to get for this year? I cannot wait. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. I guarantee it will be. I will crank the volume as soon as we get into it. And if it needs to go up, just shout at me in the chat and I'll pop it up even more. Right. Okay. Tell me if that's good. Oh, we're probably going to have the same intro as we got with the Japanese one. It's a good chance to get that volume right, though. If it's too loud, tell me. Awesome, that's good. Wolfie has a life-size Incineroar plush.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first 2 titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered, and these diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, We'll share all the latest news about Pokemon.
Let's go.
Please enjoy the presentation.
Here we go. Volume fine now, guys. More volume. I can put it up. I'll put it up a bit more. I want to deafen you guys. Ah. Where is this going? This is getting me too hyped up to start like this. Like a minute. Game music collection.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system.
No way.
We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
That is so cool. Oh wow, no way. That is nuts. That is very cute.
Hello, Pokemon trainers.
Chris
and
Brown.
Happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon GO, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's final.
That's gonna be so nuts.
Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside
This is
the
the
highly
world's art.
anticipated World Championship.
Oh wow. Oh, it's like in space Pika. That's cool. I love it.
Whether you're joining us
Very
in person
cool.
in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August.
That
Thank
is
you, Pokemon
awesome.
trainers.
Good job, Chris. You can play Fire Red already. It's live now. Wow. Ooh, what are they? Is this gonna be like a new classic set? They're bringing tag teams back. Oh, it's gonna be the classic collection, like a new classic collection. That was a hype trailer.
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon GO so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon GO tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Kalos Toll. There we go. Is that all Pokemon Go's gonna get?
Here.
EX Masters. That's it.
Let your curiosity shine! Like a twinkling star!
Ogapon and Terapagos. Very cool.
Pokémon Masters EX.
Very compact on the go on EX Masters, and then the Cafe Remix as well. They're just like keeping these very short and sweet. It's kind of setting this up to be a lot of room for Champions and potentially Gen 10 and whatever else they got. Yeah, the bingo card's been going all right so far. Les. Little Pokemon sleep one. 20 minutes of Snap 3, yeah. New mission. Pokemon
To
E,
celebrate
that's what I
Pokemon
need,
Day,
Riley.
Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray.
Isn't Zapdos like
The
nuts in
magnificent
Unite?
power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added. Don't miss what's coming.
Gen 2. Electrode Volleyball Tour coming. There we go. TCG Pocket. Ooh. There we go. How there. Halden Wonders. Oh, it's available now. Right now, you can go in and get it. Some nice artwork. Ooh, here we go. Colosseum XD, Gales of Darkness. There we go. I wonder if they'll do it. I wonder if it's going to drop now. The music in these games is so good as well. I have a feeling they're gonna just be like, available now. March. Okay, come in March. That's XD. They're gonna have the Colosseum one as well. Nope.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games.
Champions.
First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version
There you
games
go.
coming to Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download-exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future. This way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokémon Champions. We
There
hope
we
you look
go.
forward to it.
Let's go. Awesome. That's why they pulled the line.
Next, we have some news about Pokémon Champions.
Here we go.
You wanna be the best, just a champ, move a chest, beat the rest. Oh yes, he a champ, she a champ, they a champ, we champ. Stage time, right with the TV.
Megadel Fox confirmed.
Running with the team, or your friends go get it. Win or lose, great fun that we have.
Tink turn.
Great fun that we gonna let's go.
Is this kind of like you can set your own tournaments up then?
Gonna be number one, played up, come up with me off. Champions game is all for one. Team ready, now we gonna be
April, there we go. Is that mobile later in the year? So just switch. Come in April. Okay. I didn't see it.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game,
Here we
the
go.
newest title in the Pokemon series.
April is not
Please
long.
take a look at this video.
There we go. Very exciting. ZA. There it is. That Mega Stone. Who does that belong to? Mega Garchomp Z. Nice. I love that it flies though. Awesome. When is that? Does it say anything about... Or is it just available now to get that?
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes.
Awesome.
After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
Awesome. Very
Next up,
cool.
we have some news about Pokémon PoPia.
Here we go. I did wonder how long this will be, because they had the treehouse, like, literally a few days ago. Mega Cactus. Oh, that's very cool. Rotom Stereo and PoPia.
Is that curious-looking stereo of Rotom?
That's cool.
Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
Is that like a new Rotom
It's
then?
really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
PoPia looks awesome.
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music.
This is very cool.
Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokémon PoPia. Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town. It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokémon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook? Huh? That's Silhouette.
Greedent. Chef Greedent.
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente.
Did a cooking sim sketch.
Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of
I
dishes.
feel you, mate.
Each Pokémon has different foods they prefer. Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town. Try bringing Pokémon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns.
I'm honestly not
You
into
can
these
play with
family
up to
city
3
building
other
games,
people.
but PoPia looks
First,
really enjoyable.
let's
I think
play
it looks
some hide and seek.
it looks awesome,
I wonder
Les.
where
I agree.
everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are.
I like that it's got a multiplayer feature to it as
There's
well.
someone here too. But
Such a
where's
big
the
win.
last one? Whoa! You can transform into objects too. That was a fun game of hide and seek.
Oh, that's cool. Actual proper hide and seek that you can
By
play.
working together,
Oh, that's really
you could
cool.
even build something this big.
Oh, wow.
Together, you can develop a town. Or go on far-off adventures. New encounters may await you as well.
Thank you, Lumpy, and thanks, Banjo. Great to have you.
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a town, one step at a time. Pokémon PoPia. Available on March 5th.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. I think it's a very exciting looking game, like in a different way. Very cozy looking game, but I think it's got so many cool features to it. Ditto rug for your pre-order. There you go. Who doesn't want a Ditto rug as well? Can you, Shiny Hand? I bet you can, Leon. So regard, thank you so
Pokémon
much.
PoPia releases
Subscribe.
next week on Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokémon to develop a town from the ground up.
Right. Is it time?
Today, we covered all of the information you see here.
But there's one more thing we want to share with you.
We'd like to end our presentation today with one final video for you all.
Here we go, chat.
Thank you for tuning in.
You know it's happening. You know it's happening now. Let's get it. It's like black and white. New gen. Confirmed. I love it. It's gone through all the different regions. This is cute. Vacation Pikas. Ooh, this looks good, guys. This looks good. This can't be actual gameplay, right? It looks so nice. The starters! Here we go! Oh my god, that little lizard thing, what is it? Brout. Pombon, and this thing, Gekwa. I don't even know how to even say that. Oh man, they look awesome. They look awesome. This game looks nuts. I love that we've got like diving back as well. Relish confirmed. Gecko Aqua. Gekwa. Pokemon wins. And Pokemon waves. There we go. Pokemon wins and waves. Global simultaneous release in 2027. We're not getting anything this year. '27. We've got a whole year to wait. Oh no! I thought it was gonna be this year. It was meant to be this year. Oh, 2027. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Or have we got anything else? Come on, you need to drop something else because no, that's it. Well, it was a pretty good presents. Let's go back and take a look at these starters. I need to see these starters again. We need to see these starters. This is wild. I can turn this down a little bit. What was it? Brout. There we go. How's everyone feeling about 2027 though? Does that take the edge off it a little bit? Grout looks like an Angry Bird. It definitely has that Angry Bird vibe to it, doesn't it? Yeah, and half Lolmins here. I mean, this is the thing, right? Indonesia, I feel it probably is based on that, right? From the looks of things. Pombon. The thing is, like, I'm sad that we're waiting a whole year for it extra, but if it means it's going to be a better polished product, right? I don't think I mind too much. Surprising me that it's not 2026 for yeah, I am very surprised. Not feeling 27, but if they make it really solid, I'll take it. I think that's how I feel about it. Pombom looks like it would evolve into a Zamazenta. No, it's got that Zamazentazation like feel, hasn't it? It's very cute. It's very cute, I would say. I don't trust Game Freak on that XD. Give me Fluffy. I thought it was before Christmas. I know, that's I'm like, how is it? How are we not getting Gen 10 this year? That is crazy. So, yeah. Wow. I wonder if we were going to get a remake this year, it would have been announced, I think. I think, yeah, patience. Patience is the key. The typical British man. Brout looks like he's really run for president. Grassbird looks really simple. Yeah, it's probably my least favorite out of the three. I don't dislike it though, but I'd say if I was ranking them right now, I think it would probably be, I don't know, like Pom Bom's grown on me the more I look at it. It's very cute. It's very cute. Let them cook might be sprinkles of older games released on the Switch. I think that's probably what they're going to do to fill the gap, isn't it? They're going to just port the older games over. 27 is kind of diabolical. Yeah. I use the water one, but the designs, it kind of like the gecko is very cool. Should we have a closer look at them? So we got Brout. Oh, we don't even get any more. You know, when I watched this the first time, this text underneath, honestly, because I was just trying to take everything in, I was like, okay, I'll come back and read that text underneath its name after. It's not even actual text. It's just a pattern. Pombon. Pombon's cool though. Gekwa. That is very cute. I do like Gekwa. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know if I am. I wonder if these like cloud shapes are like a little hint at something. I feel like that's like very much dragon shaped cloud over there in the distance. But it looks good. It looks good. I mean, if this is actual gameplay, this is pretty sick. If that's like what it's going to be like when we actually dive in game. Yeah, the darker cloud, that's what I mean. Like there will be Easter eggs in here, you know. Like this is the thing, the darker cloud in the distance after we get the starter stuff. Reminds me of Horn. It's got a very Horn vibe to it, hasn't it? I feel like Horn mixed with Sun and Moon or Lola. Yeah, this dark cloud. I feel like there's something to do with these clouds here. Feel like they have some big important role or hint or something. I don't know. They're just moving a bit like they seem deliberately moving. Yeah, I'm with you, SL1 Swamper. I think like it can't be bipedal like Inteleon. It needs to stay on four legs. Gotta say, I thought it was a rubbish present, to be honest. I think it could have been better. I think it could have been better, if I'm completely honest with you. I feel a bit like we probably do the same thing like we do most years and build it up to be this huge, like, crazy thing and have, like, all these exaggerated, like, requests out there when they're probably... Yeah, it probably makes it seem like it's a bit more... I think it was a good present. I don't think it's the best one we've had. This makes me very sad, though. Global simultaneous release in 2027. I thought I was convinced it was gonna be this year. The dark clouds look like Gyarados. Yeah, Brady, I agree with you, mate. I agree. I think that's my initial thought was that. I don't know if you saw, but Taylor was in here. Exciting. There we go, Ballers. We got the confirmation. The best Evo and its pre-evolution are going to be in these games. They had to be, right? How is it just Pokemon XD and not Colosseum? I know, I couldn't understand that either. That was kind of weird because it's kind of just like forgotten about Colosseum. Like that's not part of it. I feel like if they were going to release them, they would release Colosseum first and then XD after, but it kind of strange. Game looks amazing. Game does look incredible. It does look awesome. It really does. If you want to go back and watch this again from the start, I mean, the trailer itself just looks incredible. Also got this is one of the main islands, and then our characters. The world looks big as well. I love the ocean and the waves and stuff. The effect, it looks, yeah, I mean, it looks amazing. Just even the Pokeball animation. I like the stars. Too much water. There is a lot of water, but I feel like it'll be made up for, like, just the different islands will hopefully make up for all the water. But I guess one of the things like Dive coming back is pretty cool. Player models look interesting provided it comes with a character creator and not limited templates. That's true. I think we need like better customization in these games, character customization. I think it's been pretty tragic in Scarlet and Violet character customization, so I think they need to step it up for these games. There we go. There we go. There it is. Here's my issue though. This still looks like a game that could have been released on the PS3. Yeah, I mean, I think Pokemon games are always going to be like in that respect, always like that's just something that we have to expect. I think with Pokemon games, you know, surely home ZA support will be needed for Champions. 100% it will, and that's another thing. We haven't had any confirmation about that, which was weird because I thought we would get more. Need to see starters, final evos before judge the starters. The player trainers look a bit silly. Super weird theme. Cowboy hat on the island. Let's have a look. It might be a case of like this because we don't know the story. Like they might have just come to this part of the world. Or they might be on holiday. Like the whole thing with the Pikas at the start, kind of, I don't know. Is that like, what is this thing with the Pikas about? So there's something there. Is that like you're going on holiday, but might explain the dress up of the two? Yeah, because it's very, the cowboy hat. Yeah, it is very cowboy hat themed. I don't know why this is giving me like Team Aqua badge vibes. These like brown inlays on this building. That must be the Pokemon Center or Pokemart there. Yes, there's lots to dissect. I'm going to have a lot of fun dissecting all this and trying to get a bit more information out of it than we've got just on face value. At some point, people need to stop expecting realistic graphics. Yeah, I think that's always a thing. Very slightly spicy to have it in Indonesia, but they are trying to tap into the 4th largest nation on Earth by population. So do you reckon that means it's going to probably be one of the biggest Pokemon games that we've had as well in size and structure? I mean, we've got lots. Yeah, there's the Tailo there, right there. Right there, the Tailo right at the beginning. How many Pokemon we've got? Tailo. I wonder what these like Pokeballs are here. Yeah, there's a... Oh, it's a Pokemon Mart and a Pokemon Center all wrapped into one building. Okay, so that's how they're going to do it. In this game, at least in this island. Hope it's turn-based again. I reckon it will be. I think it will be. I don't think we'll be moving away in the main series titles from turn-based. Sergio, how you doing? I just wanted the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance Pokemon games. They just kept playing with me. We're finally getting all of the games. Also, Leaf Green is epic. Leaf Green, it must be up now. It's ready to play. So there is a bunch of stuff to do. There's the ZA stuff as well with the Garchompite. So, and yeah, we've got a brand new generation, but unfortunately we haven't got it coming this year. It is coming a year later. So, it's exciting. It's been a good one. I think I'm gonna have to take probably a day or two to really digest everything that we've had today and be like make an actual evaluation. I haven't come out of it feeling disappointed, but I also haven't come out of this being as hyped as I was going into it either. How's the bingo card looking? That is a good point. Let's have a look. How did we do with our bingo card? Let's see. Bingo bango. Right. Black and white. Should we just delete as we go? We'll not delete as we go. We'll highlight. We'll highlight. Oh no, we'll not. We'll just say we got Champions release date. So we got that one right. We got Gen 10. We got Gen 10 starters. Legends ZA home support we didn't get. Hot Gold Soul Silver ports. I mean, that was wishing. We didn't get Ruby Sapphire Emerald either. We did get a new Mega. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Colosseum we've got. No mystery dungeon. So we got 6 so far. No Poké Park. Champion Shadow Drop, no. New Mega Pokemon in Go. Did we get that one? I know we got a new Go event, but I don't know if it had Mega Pokemon. New Pokemon movie or anime we didn't get. Fire Red Leaf Green home support we did get, so that was a good one. More PoPia gameplay, we got that. Pokemon XP and Worlds announcement, we got those, so that's good. No new Lego. Scarlet and Violet mystery gift we didn't get. I am so surprised that we got nothing Scarlet and Violet related, which is wild. Okay. Pokemon EX Masters we got. Fire Leaf Green legendary mystery gifts. I guess we're gonna have to find out about that. Let's Go Johto we didn't get. New Evolution, no. Once again, a new spin-off game, and I'm surprised we didn't get a new spin-off game as well. So we didn't get these. I think we did pretty well. I think we did pretty good as a team. We did good, chat. But yep. Nope, we didn't get this either, which was new Megas in Go. I'm not sure on. I'll leave that there for now. We didn't get Champions drop. No Poké Park stuff. No mystery dungeons. Sad. The more I'm deleting things, the more I'm like, we didn't do that great. We didn't do as good as we could have done. We didn't get this. No, we did get this, and no. So out of a possible, what have we got? 25 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A little under 50%. A little under 50%. Like 45, 40-ish percent. So we didn't do too bad. But we didn't do too great either. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Sorry, I had that all wonky. Did we get any extra Scarlet and Violet events? Yes, we did. We did. What Scarlet and Violet events? Nothing for Scarlet and Violet. We didn't get anything. Or am I just forgetting that we got Scarlet and Violet stuff? What Scarlet and Violet event did we get? Too high expectations. I think you're right. Yeah, they usually present less things. Yeah, people expect always. Yeah, no mention of Scarlet and Violet. I think the new Pikachus will be Pikachu Libra, etc. That costume. Yeah, it feels like a very similar thing to what they did in Sun and Moon, doesn't it? When you like relate them two together. We did get ZA home support. Did we? Did they announce that when they were talking about the Leaf Green home support? So Fire Red Leaf Green. So another titles in the Pokemon games. So, well, I guess loosely we got it. We didn't really get a date for Legend ZA home support. We just know we can port backwards and forwards from those games, whereas you can only port from Fire Red Leaf Green into home and not back. And then into Champions, it's weird because you can port into Champions, and you can port back out, but stuff that you've got in Champions cannot come out of Champions, if that makes sense. Didn't announce when it was coming. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. This is the 30th anniversary, though they've been hyping it up themselves. We should have expected. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you kind of have that expectation that it was going to be today, wasn't it? Fire Red Leaf Green home support screen. Yeah. I mean, it's good that we've got confirmation of this, right? That's the main thing. It was there when the games dropped. They took it down. Everyone was worried that we weren't going to have home support. It's very cool that Fire Red and Leaf Green are going to have that home support. I think that like confirms it. That makes it worthwhile, I think, getting on the Switch. I don't understand why they took so long for a simple transfer to ZA. I guess adding the extra language was too much for Ilka. I think it's probably because you're going to need the home. They're probably at the same time doing like the updates for Champions, because they need to make sure everything transfers into Champions as well as that ZA support as well. The only hype is Leaf Green Fire Red. Winds and Waves is very hype, but it's just that it's a year out. A year later than what we expected. Yeah, it shows ZA support, but I don't know if that's now. Because they say it's coming, I wonder if ZA... I mean, yeah. I mean, someone can try. I don't think it'll be now, but I think we'll have ZA support by April when we get Champions dropped. And what did they say about Champions as well? Because I'm pretty sure when they had the Champions trailer, that was after this, wasn't it? So that was the Mega Dimension stuff. That was PoPia, and then they had Pokemon Champions. Now that's Gen 10. Where's Champions here? That, oh, there we go. So Champions, time to become a champion. And I need to see when they, I can't remember, did it say coming out on Switch and then?
Next up is
Was it on Switch and then later released on mobile? Nintendo Switch version scheduled for release in April 2026. Okay, so we don't have an exact date. They're so hesitant to give us an exact date. Like, I feel at this stage, you could probably definitely give us an exact date. But there's obviously things in play that make them think that we can't give that date because we might need to push it back. And then mobile version scheduled for later this year. Okay, so that's a shame. I really would have liked to have seen like both drop at the same time, but I guess just going to be a little bit later. Bingo card on screen. Oh my god, the bingo card on screen. I hadn't even realized, guys. So yeah, there we go. That's hilarious. There we go. There we go. You can see it now. Move the bingo card. There we go. April 2026. And then there we go. Mobile version later this year. There we go. They haven't closed bank yet. There's still time for Ribbon Master. There is still time for it. There is definitely still time for it. But usually presents they've given us mystery gift. There is normally a mystery gift, yeah. I wonder if we've got like a Wind and Waves site. Let me see if they've got any updates with Wind and Waves. Let's have a look. Because normally, shortly after they drop these things, they normally have an official site. But nope. Nothing. I guess because it's so far out, they probably aren't gonna. I don't know. It's weird that they haven't got anything yet. Yeah, nothing. Not a thing, chat. Not a thing. Shmon, April. I know, mate. I know. Why couldn't they give us a specific date? Winds and Waves looks still like a Switch 1 game. I don't know, Stefan. I think it looks good. I think Winds and Waves looks good. There's no way you could say graphically you would get this on this. Well, I don't know. Like Breath of the Wild looked pretty good, right? So I'm just gonna be quiet now. I think it looks good. Yeah, and it's very early days as well with this. We've got a whole year to go before this game drops. So I think so a Flying Winds legendary and a Water Waves legendary. I feel like that's what we'll probably get. Maybe you can check the website. There's nothing on the is Champions on the Switch on all Switch systems. Yes, Brady, yeah, it will be. It will be on all Switch systems, so Switch 1, and it doesn't have like a Switch 2 edition, so it's just the Switch, so it'll play on both systems. And I guess then mobile or iOS or Android, it'll then be ported over to those. Home with PLZ due April, May. I feel ranked online is done. Yeah, I agree. I feel like that'll probably be the sort of time when we see it. At least the rock face looks like more than a flat texture. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks nice. Like, funny, I wonder what those like words are in the background. I mean, there's like text on that mountain, but it's polka text, so we'll never know what it says. I don't know. I think it looks fine. But there's probably loads in this trailer that we just, you know, that we just haven't noticed. So it'll be good to kind of go through with a fine tooth comb and pick out anything that we get from there. Those are frames from the new Pokemon Snap and Scarlet and Violet. The Terror that came out was for the Mightiest Mock Blaziken, that's right. There are no cards for 30, right? This looks like an in-house engine. Maybe. Did they announce anything ZA and home? Just for ZA, we got the Mega Garchomp Z. So that's now available as a mystery gift in Pokemon Legends ZA. But nothing else. We got home support confirmed for Fire Red Leaf Green. And then outside of that, the PoPia trailer was basically Rotom is going to be available as a provide soundtracks of all generation games, which is cool. There wasn't really any information there, I don't think. TCG Future is coming. And then that was pretty much it, other than Winds and Waves, which is coming out in 2027, not this year. I love that. If I see correctly, we're back to this mix of bright colors, Sword and Shield, but the textures still have some details they introduced in PLS, Scarlet and Violet. That almost feels a little bit like some of the textures in those, especially Legends Arceus textures, I feel. TCG is just a celebration set. Just celebrations, because so many cool old cards were shown. Yeah, I kind of guessed that, Shmon, yeah. When we saw the e-reader reprints will be very cool though. Twitter page saying home support for ZA is coming out in the spring. Oh, okay. Please read this. So, the Japanese Twitter account are you talking about? I don't know if you've misspelled that, Jazzy Girl, or not. Let me have a look. I'm kind of not wanting to open up X. I've got like over 100 notifications just during that to present, so I'm like putting off opening that up right now. There's our starters. I don't think we've got a website for it yet. Pokemon Champions will release in 2026. Here it is. Okay, 2 seconds, friends. Let me just pull this up and then I can get it on the screen. And then we can pull it open here. And this is it. Let's have it viewable. There we go. Okay, so the release date for the connection between Pokemon Legends Z and Pokemon Home has been set for spring, so it doesn't really give us much more idea than that. Let's enjoy the adventure in Lumia City even more together with various Pokemon. So we can port stuff in, which is kind of cool. And yeah, spring. It doesn't give us an exact date, but I guess that's because we don't have an exact date for Champions, so I'd imagine that compatibility will be all at the same sort of time. They did Beast of Reincarnation, so that's why the gap between Pokemon generations, at least for Pokemon who don't own Switch 2, they have a year to come up. Yeah, that's true, Les. Yeah, that was my biggest worry as well when it was like going to be, I imagined it being later this year. I was kind of worried like a lot of people might not be able to get it, you know, play it, because might not be in a good place to pick up a Switch 2 at the minute. So yeah, I feel like I've been cheated. A soft reset for Shiny Star and Fire Red Leaf Green. Wish other attempting same good luck. How are the resets, Steinthor? Are they quick? Can you soft reset in the game? Would it make sense that home compatibility will come along with Champions? Yes, I would imagine so. I think it makes sense then, doesn't it? 2027, give people time to acquire Switch 2, plus give time. People enjoy PoPia Champions, in my opinion. Yeah, that isn't... You're not wrong there, Kendrick. I think you're so right with that. See what we've got announcement wise. There we go. Pokemon Champions will have home connectivity upon launch, which is great. Okay, so that is confirmed. That's great. So that was something that I was worried about. I did worry whether or not Champions would release and then we wouldn't have home compatibility for a little while. So that's good. And these will all be sure they know all the information that we had today. Yeah, so the classic game collection, XP Worlds, Go EX Masters. I pretty much ticked everything off, and then Winds and Waves at the end. So yeah, that was it. That was it. I think I am gonna set up a stream for Fire Red and Leaf Green, and we're gonna jump into that and do some shiny hunting. But I do want to do just a quick couple of videos that I needed to get up on the channel with the Garchomp and also some Wind and Waves stuff. So I will get those done. I think I'll sign off now, get those done, and I'll probably try and jump back on to start the Fire Red Leaf Green playthrough. If you guys are around for it, and probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours tops, it'll give me a chance to get some food, and then we can jump on. And I'm kind of tempted to stream until we get the shiny starter and keep going until we do it, but it's a big commit. It's a big commit, friends. It is a big commit, but there we go. That is it. That's what we got today, and that is the big news. And the bird is the word. Probably be a bundle with the games. Do it. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, all right then. Well, we'll end it there, friends. I think, thank you so much. I am saying thank you very much for coming by, supporting the stream today. It's been absolutely awesome hanging out with you guys, experiencing the news. It might not have been everything that everyone wanted today, but at least we've got some idea of what's coming out, when things are coming out, and what to look forward to at least this year. So that is not a bad thing. Is Wind and Waves in Alola? No, it's not. We don't know where the region is yet. They haven't given us the region's name yet. So any information that we get on it, I'll update, and I'll be putting out a Winds and Waves video probably pretty soon on the channel, along with the Mega Garchomp. So it's got everything there if you need to know how to do it. And we'll jump back on in a couple of hours probably, and start the Fire Red, Leaf Green, shiny badge quest. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just drop this in before you leave. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate it, Rad Dad. Great to see you as well. PLZ is officially dead in the water. Mega Garchomp is the one star donut. Oh no. Yeah, it was the last Mega Stone that we needed in the games. I really hope that the event itself would have been better than what it actually turned out to be. Because the event itself, I think, I found out about it a while ago, how we were going to obtain it, and it was a bit of a disappointment. I think it could have been a lot better, but yeah. Thank you so much, though, guys, for joining today. It's been awesome. We'll have all the updates on the channel very soon with regards to the Zia stuff, Winds and Waves, and Fire Red and Leaf Green. If I find any information out about Deoxys and stuff like that, and like I say, we'll be back shortly with a shiny hunt. We'll start the Shiny Dream team quest, badge quest on those games, and I can't wait to do it. So hope you're around. If you are, keep an eye out for that note of going up, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks again, friends. Take care of yourselves. Till next time, bye bye.